My wife, we share a bedroom. My walls are literally covered. There's that one. Let's see. That wall, all above us.
Yeah.
Like I'm covered to the teeth.
But see, where a lot of people fuck up, a lot of people who collect comics, they fuck up because like they'll put out their good books and they'll hang them up in sunlight, UV, fucking fades books.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the things they grade on. So, like, you're basically risking your books being damaged by having them out exposed to sunlight.
Unless you get like some type of seal or
Well,
something.
like what we're gonna go over in the show, kind of like poly versus mylar. Like mylar bags technically
Yeah, I
protect.
want to ask about the Mylar. We're live, by the way.
All right, so we'll go over that stuff after when we get to it.
Stuff.
Yeah, so hey guys, this is gonna be a new show where I review what I got over the past week, whether it's from mystery boxes or just what I pick up from my local comic shop, or just whatever I get. So because I really don't know what I'm doing, I want to have a couple of people who are more knowledgeable on with me to let me know what I got, especially with like variants and stuff, because it doesn't really say what artist it is or anything.
Well, some of them you gotta look. They do like little trademarks. Like they'll put once you know the artist, you'll know how to look and find their little trademark sigs that they put on the.
Yeah, I've seen some names on there, like Dawn McTeague has her name on it.
Yeah, some of them you can see they like will put the name on there. They'll like spell it out. You'll be able to see it. But some of them put like little. It's
So
like a stamp kind of.
I could show you one of those like stamps right now on this comic.
Like Adam Hughes, for example, he doesn't sign his name. He puts like exclamation point.
Okay.
And then like Donnie Cates puts like or Stegman, sorry, puts like a stegosaurus. It looks like a stegosaurus, like a dinosaur.
Cool. Hey Lisa.
So it really depends on the artist. They all have like little things. Like Clayton Crane has that infinity signature, which is like a rainbow signature, which changes colors. So he like signs in different color ink going across. What's up, Don Dizzle? Welcome to the chat.
What's up? So since you guys are here, I mean,
he's more of an expert than I am. I'm a newbie just like you. I've just been doing it a couple months longer.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, so, you were in my live pretty much the whole time, I think. So you saw these, but I just wanted to go over what I got again.
Make yourself big so I can see them up close.
All right.
All right, so we'll go over them.
So, and hopefully Mike will be here soon from Flashpoint Comics. So I got this one. This is Simone Bianchi, I believe. The full trade dress variant.
The Bianchi?
Yeah. And then I got the Bianchi minimal dress variant.
Oh, that one's nice.
And then I got the Bianchi limited virgin variant limited 500. They printed 1,000 and destroyed the lowest 500 graded comics.
Dang.
Seems like a waste of paper.
Yeah. Well, then I got this one.
That one's actually worth a decent amount right there. That one.
Yeah, I forget. Is this Kincaid?
Ryan Kincaid.
Yeah. And then I also got this Kincaid also.
You know, that one's still worth around cover price, but the other one's worth a decent amount. The black and white one.
Cool. So then I got this Year of the Villain. Not sure who the artist is who did this.
that Kincaid one is limited. Like that white one that you showed is like, I think there's only 1,500 of that one.
Yeah, I think so. In the description for the box, you got 6 comics in each box. I got 2 boxes.
I mean, even the
You
color.
got,
Put it this way, even the colored version that you showed, which is like the cheaper one, is still an exclusive, and that one sells for like around $15, like over $10. It's like $12.
right, and that's what I figured. So it was 4 of the comics were limited to 3,000, and 2 of the comics were limited to 1,500.
The minimal trade dress one is worth around $20.
Yeah, so I figured that, for it was $50 a box. I figured you can't go wrong with that price. So
No, I'd say so far you broke even, so you still got more books to show.
yeah, I got this
Don
one.
Dizzle, hey, Don Dizzle said drop the start line. He wants to buy some of these books.
He's ready for an auction already.
So we got this one. The auctions are tonight, I believe.
I'd say the lowest book, like I'm saying, that you pulled out so far is at least worth like $10. So
Yeah, and that's what I figured.
That's a good
I figured that the lowest book would be like $10. So unless it dropped since I got it.
no, I mean, I'm just saying based off what I'm seeing and what I know that some of those sell for on eBay. So
Right, yeah. So then I got this one, Harley Suicide Squad 1 with King Shark on the cover.
That one was actually doing well as well because of the Harley show.
Yeah.
So both of those are still doing well because of the Harley Quinn show on DC Universe.
And then I got this variant also, which is an Unknown Comics 1 of 600.
Nice.
And then I got this Detective.
You got some heat, man.
Yeah, that's like his first box, I think, right? And
yeah, dude, that was
pretty fire stuff, dude.
Where did you get the box from?
Comics Elite, Philly.
Nice.
Well, I mean, Sean. But he does stuff with Billy over at Economics and Comics.
Yeah, I've dealt with Sean. He's pretty cool, man.
And I just bought the 2 Truth 9 boxes.
Yeah, I was at that stream. I came at the very end of it.
Yeah, and I won a slab on what's it called?
Unkillables?
No, it was some.
Oh, you got me beat there. I don't know.
It was like Unknown something Love.
Just send me the title and I'll tell you how much it's worth if you have the.
I forget. It was some weird, but I think it's like a variant. I looked it up.
Which video is it on? I'll go look.
It's on the last stream he did, the one that was the Truth 9. like the winners,
All right,
the last winners video.
let me go look.
Then I got the Detective Comics 1000 variant. That one's cool. I like that one.
There's like 50 different versions of that
Yeah,
cover.
but I mean, this one's
Hold on, let me come
cool.
back. Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. And
All those covers do well because any girl covers always do well. So
right, and then I got these two.
oh, nice. You got the classic Harley outfit.
Yeah.
You like Harley? Do you collect Harley?
Yeah, I like Harley. I'm not sure if I like Harley or Margot Robbie though.
Oh, you're still trying to decide on which it is that drew you in? Maybe, hey, let's just say it was both together.
Hey, what about
Yeah.
that one series you and I were talking about on Instagram?
All right, I'm looking right now to see what slabs got given away.
It was the unknown love, the something love.
I'm looking right now. I'll find out.
It was, I think, the third one he gave away. It was with a red cover.
It was after the Wolverine, right?
Yeah, it was a red cover.
All right, I'm looking right now.
I'm using this opportunity while I have my books out and everything to bag and board my stuff.
Still looking.
Yeah.
Still looking.
That's the next thing I have
The next
to do.
one was Once in the Future. So the next one he gave away was Once in the Future.
Yeah, Once in Future. That's it.
That's the one you got?
Yeah.
All right, hold on a second. I'll look it up.
Where do you look?
I don't think it's worth much. It's the 5th printing though.
It was the one with the red cover, right?
Yeah.
All right. And it was a CBCS. Once in Future.
Yeah, I think it's Once in Future #1, 5th printing.
All right, I'm looking.
That's what I got from it. All right.
Oh, it's a fist printing. The red cover. I mean, that one's still. Oh, that's the third. Let me look up the 5th.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth that much.
I'm going back to look again.
Which is weird, because why would it be slabbed? But I guess
Sometimes people will slab anything.
Well, like what happens is that since they're lower print runs, what'll happen is you'll have like people who will slab those because like if the regular book is hot, then they'll be like, well, this has a lower print run than that other book.
and also I figured, he's a comic shop, so he probably gets good deals, like bulk deals on slabbing.
I'm looking it up right now. See what it's. I mean, that one still sells raw for like $10, so I'm looking for a graded. Hold on a second.
Well, you have one up on me with that. I have no slab comics yet.
Well,
but
yeah,
I've noticed I'm really like picky with what I get because I have limited space, so I have to go for what I really like.
Right.
So like I don't even see one. Let me look again. Graded.
Yeah,
So
I'm not even sure.
I don't even see one for sale. Like
I'm not even sure when it came out.
It came out a while ago, but like I'm saying, it's $10 raw. So I'd say slabbed, it's worth around
$40.
$40.
So I picked.
I mean, it's free. It was free, so I mean.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I paid for the
shipping.
No, I paid for the
box.
Yeah, the boxes.
So think about it. I mean, he got a slab that was worth basically almost what the box was worth.
Yep.
So you can look at those as like all free comics. So there's no way he could have lost on that box.
Right.
What's up, Yesaloo?
Hey, yes, hello.
Uh,
So I went to.
I would say you did. I would say you did well, son, on that box.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that box.
No question that you got your value out of it.
And that's why. So the Truth 9 is going to be DC. So I picked that one up too. I picked up 2 of those.
I was thinking about doing a mystery box, but I feel like I don't know. It's so hard for me to like. I don't know, man. It's like when people don't know what they're getting. Like if I did a mystery box, I would probably let you pick the imprint, and I'd like let you pick as much about the box as possible instead of it just being completely a mystery.
Yeah, there are people who do
a catered mystery box.
Well, like
I know for Funko, people do curated mystery boxes.
Yeah, so like doing like something me and 2 boys were looking at was doing like a combo like mystery box where it would be like a themed box like horror, and every month we would do a different horror theme, and it would be different horror comics and like horror pops.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's
I'm not a horror fan, but that would be cool.
So, we already got it figured out as far as how it would work. So, but like I'm saying, I couldn't just do a straight up random mystery box because I feel like with that, you're just giving people random stuff that they might not collect. So like, I feel like you should mystery boxes should at least be semi-targeted, meaning if they're not based on imprint, like how you said the one was DC and whatever, like that's okay to me. That's better than just a true random assortment. So I think mystery boxes should be as specific as possible because
and
the person should kind of know. They should know exactly what they're getting, but they should know like have a rough estimate. Like, is it independent? What if they only collect Marvel and you send them fucking like an independent? Like that would piss me off. You know what you're getting into when you're buying a mystery box, but still, it's like you're not giving me really like it's a complete risk. And I feel like as a collector, if we weren't collecting this and having to like love it outside of me, because comics are only worth what you can sell them for. So people can say that they're worth whatever, that they're giving you this X, Y, and Z value. But if you don't have the means and platform and stuff like that to sell that comic, well, then it's worth nothing to you. So like,
it's worth what the comic shop will give you.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm saying that they should be curated and they should be.
Yeah.
It should be fine with it being a mystery, like you not knowing exactly what you're getting. But when it's just completely blind, I feel like that's just a way to take advantage of.
And I mean, it's at that point, it's it's really buyer beware. You should know what you're buying.
Like I'm saying, hey, I have people who are friends that sell blind mystery lots and stuff. Hey, I'm not knocking what you're doing. I'm just saying that, like, to me, it feels like there's no way you could be giving that person the maximum value because you don't know what their tastes are, and like
right, yeah.
But on the flip side, I feel like that there's a lot of people out there who like there's something to be said for that. There's a market for people who just like the sheer surprise of like not knowing at all what's in it.
Oh, so, yeah, like, for sure.
I think that there is people who have tastes that are broad enough that there's a niche for that. But I think in general that's why you see so many people who looks like they're disappointed when they do unboxings of mystery boxes. And it's because not only are you taking a shot on the value, but you're taking a shot on like, are you actually into what you're getting out of the box? So.
Yeah, and whenever I buy mystery boxes, whether it's Funkos or comics or whatever it is, I always either it's guaranteed value or if it's not guaranteed value, it's either at a low enough price point where I feel like, if I lose money, it's fine. Like basically paying retail for what I'm getting. Or, it just like with the Comics Elite one, I was getting 6 variants for $50. And I was
So what
like,
you a good way that you come up with price points, all right? So you have to think in your head what an average comic that is X is worth. So like a Virgin. The average Virgin comic is worth like $15 to $20. So like if they tell you they're giving you X, Y, and Z amount of Virgins, well then you can kind of get a rough estimate in your head of what the value without even knowing what the books are. And then you got a chance that one of those books is going to be a book that was put in there before someone knew a book was hot or there's been a change in price. So like that's why people, even speculators, buy mystery boxes, is because a lot of the time you'll get books in there that were put in there before
right.
there was some kind of movement.
Right. And also I looked on their site because it was all stuff that they sell, because they only sell variants, exclusive variants. So I looked on their site and I looked at like what the average price for a comic was. And it was like, there's really nothing on here for less than $10. So I was like, okay, I'll take a shot. And I mean, I did good. And I think
you have to take resale value though of some of that stuff and do like a 60-70%, because what happens is that when a lot of people buy mystery boxes at the same time, so like you have like how many ever these mystery boxes that went out, they're all going to have similar books in them. They might not have the exact same ones, but they're going to have similar books. So now you have, like we're saying about how people aren't into everything. So then what'll happen is the least popular books out of those will, even though they're worth X, they'll flood the market, because now you'll have a bunch of people who don't really want those books and they'll be trying to sell them. So then that drives down the price of
right. And basically the way I look at buying mystery boxes or just new items is that I'm gonna wait until the reselling is done. Like the flippers are, because flippers are, they get it and resell it right away. But for me, like if I'm gonna sell something, I'll just wait until the market dies down and people are looking for, because at some point the people that want the item get the item and keep it. And then the people that missed out are seeking it, and there aren't as many on the market anymore.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, that happens with anything, but a lot of that stuff comes, like, that's speculation. So like
right.
you're trying to guess, hey, what's going to be popular and then what's going to be hard to get a hold of. So like a lot of people don't even know that you can look up print runs and stuff on stuff to like right away to see how popular a book was or how many of them sold, so you can get an idea of how many of this book exists. And then once you start seeing it heat up, you know if it's worth something, worth like buying into or not. So like there's sometimes when FOMO, which is like a disease, I feel like in
that FOMO is real.
yeah, so FOMO to me is like one of the worst things in collecting, because you have this situation where people start doing irrational shit because they think that like think like they're not going to be able to get a book. I mean, it's happening right now with this whole Miles Morales shit.
Right.
Oh
like,
my.
Yeah, the movie's coming out and stuff, and people like all this stuff happens instantly on this like drop of a dime when all the people knew all this shit. Like once the first movie came out, everyone knew that the second fucking movie was coming out. So like, okay, they made the announcement. You could almost predict. Like that's why I started buying Miles. Like as soon as they came out with the first movie, and then they already said right after that movie that they were coming out with another movie, and that they were possibly even going to do an all girls Spider-Verse movie,
like
so like
Spider-Man and the other ones.
Well, that they were going to expand more on them. So like that,
Right.
like Silk and shit was supposed to be in it. So like,
isn't Spider-Man with Disney now?
Yeah, but
well, Spider-Man is still owned by Sony, but see, like they have this licensing, like borrowing deal where he's like on loan and shit to Marvel, so like he can be in Marvel shit.
Gotcha.
Right, but
Sony technically still owns the like.
Yeah, they own the rights.
They own the movie rights. So like,
yeah,
and like 600 characters plus from just Spider-Man.
But see, like Marvel owns the merchandising rights and shit.
No, Marvel. So the Sony,
Spider-Man merchandise is owned by Marvel. If you go look at the tag on it, like I'm saying, it's owned by Marvel. So like, that's why Marvel really doesn't
they get
care.
100% of the merchandise.
Yeah, so that's why, like Marvel, for example, now that they can kind of use him on loan and shit, and they can sell his merchandise, like they don't really care about owning him the character. They get they get the best parts about him, which is his appearance and his merchandise.
Right, and from what I heard is that Sony, because Sony still owns. Sony has the full rights to all the villains.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's why, like, you'll never see Venom in a Marvel movie. What's that?
This is a
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader #1 Scotty Young cover.
Cool.
And remember how he was saying how like certain artists will put a little stamp on their work?
Yeah.
So hidden right here, you probably can't see it.
I'll make you big. Hold on.
Yeah. Right here, it has the Scotty Young's initials right there.
Yeah, I can see it.
My webcam sucks. You would be able to see it on my video camera though. But yeah, it's a small little SY for Scotty Young.
Yeah. So what I was saying is there's also a rumor that Sony could use Miles Morales' Spider-Man in the Venom movies. So a live action Miles Morales.
That'd be interesting.
So.
And then I don't think anybody's brought it up, but there's also what are called like homage covers, I think it is.
Yeah.
And so I have a Rick and Morty homage, and this is supposed to be a homage to Spider-Man 300.
Ah, cool.
So any Spider-Man fan would be able to be like, hey, that's in honor of this book or whatever.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, Bailey Joe, what's up?
What up?
Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. He's over in the baseball card collecting community. He opens up boxes on his channel and does like battles with people. They buy like the packs, I guess. Like,
I haven't bought a pack of baseball cards in a very long time, but I have a whole box of them over here just chilling.
Oh, I have tons of cards.
Sorry, I had to answer the door. My son's here, so.
Hey,
Uh,
no worries.
so this is what I picked up from the 50-cent bin. I found these they had a bunch of 50-cent bins, and I went through a couple of them. And they also had some other ones that I like, other ones that were like $1, that were a couple of dollars that I picked up. For those, I actually went on like Go Collect and checked to see if they were keys.
Yeah, so
But
like a good gauge is to use both Go Collect and like eBay. So like actually the best thing, if you're, in my opinion, is that there's this $30 digital overstreet that you can use. You don't want to really use it for pricing, but you want to use it to look up like information, like who is the cover artist, or like it'll have notes in there that you're never going to find on like by Google search or by like searching on Go Collect. There's important information that like a lot of people will miss, so you'll know about things that you like could up the value of a book. So especially when you're doing like your own research and like connecting dots between like things that's based on speculation, you'd be able to literally find out information that like the average person wouldn't know about a book. And you can literally search it like a PDF file. So that's why a lot of people don't use Overstreet anymore, is because the paper version, you got to search by like hand, and it's kind of time consuming to like go through your whole collection and keep looking it up in a book. But if you can just copy paste the text into the PDF file and search for it, then that speeds it up like a lot. So
yeah. So they actually gave this away to me. It was a free comic, Avengers of the Wastelands #1. So I know nothing about these, but it's a #1, so, and it was free. So why not?
free 99, man.
But so I picked up,
The best comics.
yeah, the best comics are free. Then,
I mean, little do you know that there's even free comic book day comics like Umbrella Academy that's worth like over $100.
oh yeah, I just saw that free comic book day is now gonna be. They moved it to July 15th to August something.
It's usually the
So
first Saturday of May, I thought.
yeah, but I think because of everything that was going on, they moved it.
That makes sense.
So
I wonder how it's gonna work now when like usually that's the most crowded time for a comic book store is free comic book day. So like how are they gonna do it when only you're not gonna be able to have like a lot of people in the store at once?
Lines
they'll probably just have lines.
Lines with social distancing.
Or
In time.
Or they'll do like appointments. Like you could pick your appointment time and go in and get a free comic.
Oh yeah, you're in New York still, so you guys are a little bit more stricter on things. Ours, they would just have like, oh, you went quiet.
Huh?
I think he froze. Oh, never mind. You're still
Oh, yeah. Your sound went away for a second.
Yeah, my sound's gonna go off and on because I got my son. So if he starts making noise, I mute my mic.
All right, cool. So this is what I picked up in the 50-cent bin. So I found Doom Patrol 11, which I was looking for the Doom Patrol because.
Have you been watching the show?
I watched the first couple of episodes.
I think season 2 is out now on.
It either came out. It's either coming out or it just came out.
Yeah, I think season 2 just came out on DC Universe.
Yeah, so yeah, I just it's on HBO Max. So that's where I've been watching it. So I picked up Doom Patrol 10. Doom Patrol 8. Doom Patrol 9.
Nice.
I think there are some more Doom Patrols in here somewhere. But Weapon X Days of Future Now 105 in the series. Then the New Avengers number 7, part 1 of the Century.
Nice. That's actually decently valuable. I think that's the key. The book was hot for a while.
Yeah, well, like these were in the 50-cent bin, so I just picked up whatever caught my interest.
I mean, you could trust your instincts, because I'll tell you this: like when you're beginning to collect, it works like whatever attracted you will usually attract someone else. So
Right. And I figured, for 50 cents, you can't go wrong. So I picked up Nick Fury and the Howling Commandos, number 1. Marvel Knights 4, number 24. It was a cool cover. Like a throwback style cover. Then I picked up Absolute Carnage number 4.
hey, on the regular cover A, there's still one missing random sketch that's out there somewhere in the wild. It's like a
For Absolute Carnage.
Yep, there's like, I think there was 7 of them or some shit. I gotta look up the numbers again. There's only like 7 of them in the world. There's a sketch at the end.
All right. Well, I'll be looking out for it. Probably won't find it because the comic book shops near me aren't great. But Captain America Out of Time Part 6 with it was a cool like World War II.
Sure that's got some decent value to it too. I'm gonna look that one up, but I'm pretty sure that one has got some money.
Yeah, I was surprised that these were in the 50-cent bin. But so Toxin number 1.
See, there's my son.
Adventures of Superman. 639. Cyborg Superman on the cover.
Nice. What's up, Fox Crown? Welcome to the chat.
Hey, Fox. Deadpool Suicide Kings 4 of 5. Limited series. It was a cool cover. Spider-Man carrying Deadpool.
It's a AF-15 homage or swipe.
Oh, okay.
That's the first black suit Superman. I mean, not Superman, but Spider-Man. Sorry.
Yeah, 15's first Spider-Man. Yeah, it's like $20,000 or something. Then I got Ultimatum issue 5 variant. It's a cool cover. with a bunch of the X-Men on the cover. Not sure much about it, but like I said, for 50 cents, you can't really go wrong. Then I got Doom Patrol number 13. Doom Patrol 14. Doom Patrol 12. Doom Patrol 15. Doom Patrol Annual number 1. Doom Patrol 4. Doom Patrol 5. Red Robin 2. Batman Reborn. And we got Secret Invasion Thor. 3 of 3. So I'm not sure. Does that have something to do with Secret Wars?
Yes, Secret Invasion, Secret War are like kind of splits off of the same storyline. I think you should hold on to those because I think that's the direction that the MCU is going to use, a combination of like the Secret Wars and the Secret Invasion. So they've already revealed it, with,
right?
Like,
and also the fact that Beta Ray Bill's on the cover caught my eye, because Beta Ray Bill is rumored to be in 4/4. So then I got Defenders 3 of 5.
Nice.
With I guess Ghost Rider.
That's another swipe cover. Yeah, I get it, Bobby.
So then we got Dark X-Men 1 of 3. That one's cool.
Good book. Nice book.
Like I said, I'm surprised these were 50 cents.
Yeah, a lot of those are worth at least like $3-4. So
The Amazing Spider-Man Annual 35 with Jackpot Secret Revealed. So figured why not pick that one up. Yeah.
You got a good eye, man.
Thanks.
Natural eye.
Batman Dark Detective number 6 of 6. That one was cool. I'm not sure who the girl is in it.
Yeah, you grabbed a lot of cool stuff. I couldn't say anything. I was on the phone, but damn.
Got Doom Patrol number 15, but it looks like it's from 2005. So and I already have a Doom Patrol 15. So this is either
yeah, they're different. There'll be different volumes.
Right. So this is either a different volume or a variant.
No, it'll be a different volume. It'll be an earlier volume. So you'll have like volume 1, volume 2, volume 3.
Right. Okay.
And then they each come out like in sequential like years.
Yeah, I've been getting a bunch of the Darth Vader stuff. The new run is volume 3, and they have 2 other volumes that are earlier.
And then I picked up this just because it was interesting, and like I never expected to see that. Hook number 1. for 50 cents. Because why not?
Hey, that's my motto. Because why not?
And then I picked up 2 of these. They had 2 of these.
Nice.
So Year of the Villain 1. So,
I think I got that one for free last year on Free Comic Book Day.
maybe. I don't know.
Something like that.
It's nice.
Yeah, it has Batman Who Laughs on the cover, Legion of Doom, The Dark Secret of Leviathan. So that's what I picked up in the 50-cent bin. Then these are...
What's up, Totally Mission?
Hey, Mitch. Then these are what I picked up
What's
in
up,
the
Totally
store.
Mitch?
Yeah, these are what I picked up in the store of the new comics. I picked up, they had a
Punchline
Batman
first cover.
92 cover.
Yes,
So I
Punchline
picked
first
that one
cover.
up. Yeah, that one's, I think, like selling on eBay for $38 now.
Yes, it is, sir.
So I should have picked up more.
Should have bought every one they had.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go back next week and see what they still have. I think because of where I am, I think they'll probably still have them.
I have a local comic book shop that I actually just found. There's 2 really close to me, but this one, he has a lot of the older books, especially like Dark Horse series. And he has all these Dark Horse Star Wars books for cover price. And so I've been cashing out at his store.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like especially now, because the inventory has been sitting there for months. Not with the brand new stuff, but with like stuff that's been out for a while. It's been sitting there for months and they haven't gone through their stuff and repriced it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting good deals now. So I got Dark Knight's Death Metal #1, black.
I need that
black.
book, but I want the foil cover if they have one.
Yeah, I don't.
Anything Dark Knight's metal related.
Oh,
I
man.
think the
I
foil
haven't
cover
picked that up
was
yet.
like,
I'm still on the lookout for that shit.
yeah. Comics Elite has variants. Their variants, A and B cover for $30.
I'm also trying to get that last Ronin because I hear that something happens in there that is supposed to affect the regular storyline.
The last. Yeah, I picked up the variants from Comics Elite, and I put them on the pull list at my local comic shop that I picked these up in. So I picked up this Dark Knight's Death Metal #1.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
That is badass.
Then I picked up this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Power Rangers. #2.
Mm-hmm.
If you find one of those with a yellow Power Ranger on there, cover it. I need it.
What do you mean? Oh, the
They got one.
helmet?
They got one. With her holding a yellow helmet.
Yeah, I don't think they had. I picked up the 2 they had with the helmets. I don't think it was a yellow one. Here's the TMNT Power Rangers #5.
That's actually a decent read too.
Yeah, the one that just came out, the last issue.
I love that it's the old school Power Rangers too in those books.
I think I picked up a second printing or something with the yellow helmet of that one of 2.
Oh.
I want to say.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there a way to tell what printing it is?
Yeah, it'll say near the barcode.
Oh, okay.
Or the number on the barcode. It will be like 01. The other printing should be like 02. If you look on the barcode.
Oh yeah, it says 02081. So I guess that's second printing?
No, look by the barcode. It should say first or second printing. If it doesn't say a printing by the barcode, it's usually a first print.
Yeah, it doesn't say printing.
All right, so that should be a first print then.
Usually, aren't the colors a little different also?
Yeah, but you're not going to know the colors are different unless you've seen what the original cover looks like.
Right, yeah, but you could look on eBay and figure it out.
Yeah, but then, if you look it up, the regular just name without any print after it, and you get a different looking cover, then it's probably not the first print.
Right. So I picked up this Batman 92. Is this the original?
That's the first cover appearance of the designer.
Is this the main cover though, or is it a variant?
I believe that's the main cover, and that's the first cover appearance of the designer.
And this is and this is the one with Punchline in it, right?
Yeah.
But the other one's the variant with her on the cover.
The other one is the first cover appearance of Punchline. That one's the first cover appearance of the designer.
So they still count variants as first appearances?
Well, there's a difference between a first appearance in the comic and a first appearance cover-wise.
Right.
So you'll have a character's first appearance inside of a comic and the character's first appearance on the outside of a comic.
Okay. So then I picked up Strange Academy #1.
That's a good pickup.
I meant to pick up Strange Academy #2, but I don't know why I left it there, but it'll be there.
I've been seeing a lot of people in the auction selling that variant cover of Strange Academy. I think
Peach Momoko.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, her shit's hot right now. Shit, the Peach Momoko Last Ronin was selling for like $30 online. It sold out within like 5 minutes. It's selling for like $200 now on eBay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to see if they have any variants at the shop of the Last Ronin to pick up some other stuff.
That makes me need to go check something now.
Yeah, I almost got a Stan Lee signed book today, but I was waiting on some settlements, so I had to wait. But I was going to pick up a Stan Lee book today, signed book.
That's cool. So this is what I picked up in the... They had like other bins where it was priced out. And this is where I used Go Collect to look up keys. But I picked up New Mutants #4.
Nice.
For $325.
So another thing that Go Collect is good at looking at is to see how often and popular something is selling. Because even though it's not a key, you'll find books on there that are not key that are selling a lot on eBay and selling a lot like graded. So
yeah, I mean, I'm using the free version, so I just looked at to see if there was a price. And
so I use the paid version. So and they're about to up the price. I think that they're going to $10 because they're adding features now.
Oh wow. So then I got New Mutants #8 for $5.
Nice.
New Mutants #9 for $5.
Yeah,
and I went through all of these to make sure like they were in good condition. And they all look like they're in good condition. I don't see any ticks on the cover or anything.
So think, like I'm saying, if you get that PDF file that I'm talking about,
Yeah.
You can put it on your phone, and instead of searching Go Collect, which you can still search it, you can search that app, and it'll tell you like an artist like Tarek McFarlane's his second cover. You're not gonna find that shit usually on Go Collect.
In which one's Don? The New Mutants?
No, I'm saying like
No,
Don
Dizzle
Is that lots of first
commented
appearance?
lots of first
That's
appearances.
Strange Academy. I think he's talking about.
Oh, well, it's the number one, so I would assume there is a lot of first.
Well, not
always.
necessarily, not always, but in Strange Academy, it's meant to be like a reboot of the X-Men, but with magic.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
That one
I
right
thought
there,
it was
if that's an original, dude, that one's worth over 100. That one you got in your hand right there.
the first. This one,
Yeah, that one right there. That's when Sunspot leaves.
99.
Yeah, that one's worth a decent amount of money, bro. If it's a 9.8, that was worth over $100.
I mean,
Send me a picture of it on Instagram, and I'll tell you what the grade of it.
yeah, I'm not sure if it's a 9.8, but it's probably at least a 9.
If it's at least a 9, it's still worth probably like $15.
That's cool. Yeah, like I said, I looked
That's
to
when
make sure.
that cover is like Cyclops. That's a swipe of a Cyclops cover. There's a Cyclops cover like that too, where Cyclops is leaving.
Oh, okay. So then I picked up New Mutants 100
I think
for
that's
$9.
That's worth it.
Is that also a
That's a minor key.
homage?
No, that's not. That's a minor key. I believe that's the second appearance of Domino. I want to say.
Yeah, that's Domino on the cover, right?
Yeah, hold on. I'll tell you in a second. I'm pretty sure that's her second appearance.
Yeah, I mean it says so. It was $9, and it says fine on it, but I don't see. It looks near mint.
Oh yeah, you mean that's her first appearance of X-Force too, and first appearance of Shatterstar.
The 100.
Yeah, 100 is the first
Cool.
appearance of X-Force, which is in the Deadpool movie. So
yeah,
that graded at 9.8 would sell for like $80.
yeah, it's not a 9.8. I see like some small ticks on the
So I
spine.
was wrong. The second appearance of Domino is X-Force. Sorry.
Huh?
Oh, nothing. I was talking about Domino. I had the tube.
And then I got Teen Titans number 51 for $6.
Nice.
Teen Titans 53, $6.
Nice.
Then I picked up Watchmen number 4 for $4.
Yeah, I just sold a number 1.
Oh, and these, I guess, were also new comics I picked up. TMNT Power Rangers number 1. I think it's a variant, though.
That is a variant. I don't know which one because I haven't seen that one. Hold on.
So then I got the helmet variant with the Pink Ranger.
Ooh, that's dope.
Number 4.
Yeah, I need the yellow one like that.
Yeah. I don't know which issue is the yellow one.
I do not know. I've been looking for it.
Because the pink is number 4. And
I'm looking right now.
this one.
That one.
The yellow one is number 2, but it's the cover C. See, there's 1, is red. It's
Oh,
cover E.
oh, okay. So
Number
I
one is
thought.
red. Number 1 is red. It's cover E. Number 2 is the yellow helmet. See, there's 2 yellow helmets. There's number 2, cover B, and cover C, but they're 2 different colored turtles. So like one is the blue, has blue bandana, one has the red bandana.
Okay. I thought maybe it was just one.
And then I think there's 2 for all of them, for like each helmet.
Pretty big haul you got there, dude.
Oh yeah.
You got a good amount of stuff.
See, like, yeah, the pink helmet, all 4 of them are holding it.
Yeah, well, when it's a 50-cent bin, you tend to go a little crazy.
Were all those 50 cents, like the Power Rangers and stuff too?
No, those were new comics. And the ones that had the price on it were that price.
Gotcha.
They had like bins of comics that were priced. And then they had 50-cent bin. Like 8 of them or something.
Yeah, my stores don't have the dollar bins, but they still have a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah, so I went to another store yesterday, and they had a dollar bin, and I picked these up. Guardians number 4.
Nice.
Those are nice pickups with the movie coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Because you never know.
That's what I
You're getting for $1. I mean, can't go wrong.
Exactly.
And buy what, and as long as you're buying what you love, as long as you're buying what you love.
So these were in the dollar bin, but they had 25 for 20. So it's like 80 cents each.
I need to go to your store, dude. I love deals. I'm a sucker for a good deal.
Yeah, they had a bunch of deals. They had like the more you got, the better the deal, I think.
I got something I want to show off. I got for a really good deal in a minute.
So I got X-Men, Uncanny X-Men 529.
Ooh, a little Emma.
Yeah, Emma Frost. I figured that was a good cover.
Little hip, little pelvis.
Yeah, they should make a naughty and nice variant. Ghost Rider 19. Not sure if that's a good one.
LBDS asking, how do you think a comic shop should display their comics?
Go by what I've seen.
I would say it depends on if it's a back issue or if it's a current issue. I feel like that a lot of them are damaging comics by the way they display them. So, but that's just my personal opinion.
Well, I was kind of annoyed because in the shop, in the bins, they were packed really tight. So they were hard to pull out to see.
Well, see, LBD just said the same thing I did, where he said, I've seen some places where the display damages the comics. So, like I said, a lot of those places are displaying them and they're damaging them in the process. So, like, that's why I think you have a true rarity, like where we're talking about these print runs, why it's important to know the print runs, because when you know there's only like 5,000 of a book that got printed and then a lot of them got damaged just by getting put out, then I mean, you know that the numbers of those are pretty low.
Yeah. So to continue, I also picked up American Son #1. Spider-Man presents American Son #1 of 4. So
you would think a comic shop would know better. However, like a lot of people don't even care about the condition. They just want to get the books to read them.
Yeah,
right.
I think you have two different customers and people who are flipping or grading. are going in there looking for like a perfect book, and people who are just going like a person who's going to read the comic first and foremost knows that they're going to kind of damage the comic, so they're buying it with a completely different
Mindset, yeah.
mindset.
Yeah, and one of the bins that was 50 cents were all destroyed comics. It was all like ripped up, like, and
Page.
it was probably really old comics, but I don't know. I feel like I'm not going to touch those unless it's like an AF-15 or something crazy like that.
You
I
can
mean,
find,
it really depends on the book. If it's a character or story you're into and you don't plan on selling it or getting it graded or anything, then if the cover's missing or something, like,
that's all right.
it's all right.
Right.
Why not? Because like if you're just reading it and it's a good placeholder until you get the one that does have the cover or whatever, and you can find that one. I mean,
yeah, well, I
what's
don't
50 cent?
know. Yeah, I don't know if it's the I don't know if like the cover and stuff were damaged, but I just know like looking at it, the pages were browned and like you could see it was rough. Like the pages were rough. There were little pieces coming off, and so then I picked up this Sleepwalker number 11 with Ghost Rider. So I don't know if that's a good one, or I actually only picked that one up because originally it was like 8 in the one sleeve, and I thought I was getting 8 for $1, but that wasn't the case. So I just picked up one because I needed it for the 25. Then I got Guardians of the Galaxy 17. Guardians of the Galaxy 24 with Silver Surfer on the cover.
Oh, that's cool.
I figured, maybe with Fantastic Four coming to the MCU, that would be a good one to have. New Avengers number 36. I think that's X-23 on the cover.
A little X-23 action.
So then I saw they had Alpha Flight in there in the bin, so I picked up a couple of those that were, again, keys on Go Collect, or just had values.
Is that a number one? I see.
No, it's Alpha Flight 34.
Right. I'm about to say I thought that was a yellow cover. I was like, that's a number one?
No, they didn't. They didn't have a number one. I would have picked it up.
I got a number one somewhere.
Then I got Fallen Sun, The Death of Captain America.
Nice cover.
So
I guarantee that one's worth a decent amount just because of the flag.
And I figured, how could it not be? It's The Death of Captain America.
Well, not only that, the cover. So, like, I can give you a couple of little pointers on value. So, like, things that have, just like that one that had the Nazi.
Right.
Well, it's not just patriotic. It's stuff that has historical, cultural significance. If it's shown, like, on the comic. Like, yeah, like, kind of like propaganda. Think of it like propaganda. Like, anything that shows shit related to 9/11.
Right, yeah.
Like that, it's going to automatically, or any kind of cultural event like that that's like freeze framed in a comic is going to make it valuable.
Right. And then I picked up Infinity 1 of 6.
Nice.
Is this Infinity War or
No,
what is it? So
it's a
is it,
newer.
It's like a mini series.
It's a mini series in newer way.
okay?
You got Infinity Countdown. They got they kind of got a couple different Infinity arcs.
So then I got Superman 76, Funeral for a Friend.
I like that cover.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Is that like the death of Superman?
No, I don't think that's the death. That's like the funeral afterwards.
Yeah, it must be the. And then it says underneath, it says number 6.
Yeah.
See it in the corner?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that means that's the 6th book of the series, I think.
Oh, okay. So they did like a soft reboot kind of thing.
Well, there's little arcs within like the comic book series. So, for instance, I have a Captain America, I think 387 through 392. It's a 6-part series within the whole Captain America saga or whatever.
Okay, yeah. So maybe this was just how it was done prior, because the other ones say like 1 in 4. So
Yeah, some are like mini series that are like just themselves, like that Infinity one, and then there's others that are mini series within the whole saga.
right, okay. So then I got Captain America 29, but it's not. It's obviously not the original.
That's gonna be
But
one of those facsimile ones.
is
Or
that what this is, or is it
or-
just
or-
a new run?
a volume or a new volume, right?
Yeah. But I figured it was a cool looking cover with I don't even know who that is on who the villain is.
Hey, and if you're ever hunting, you could send me pictures, dude, and I could like tell you over Instagram.
Yeah, it's just right now it's kind of hard because I was sweating in there because you're wearing the mask and breathing on yourself, hot air.
I hate wearing those masks. I work for retail, and we have to wear the stupid masks all day, regardless if we're open or not, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people be breaking out for the masks and shit.
Oh yeah, I'm totally breaking out.
So then I got Guardians of the Galaxy 28.
Infinity crossover.
Yeah. So I figured that was a good one to pick up.
Yeah, those crossovers are
With
decent.
Doc Ock on the cover.
Yeah, there's a lot of tie-in issues of like the new 52 and stuff.
Is that a Warlock?
Yeah, Warlock and the Infinity Watch number 11.
Nice.
I figured with Adam Warlock coming to the MCU soon, pick up anything that you see.
Yeah, because it's called peripheral value.
Yeah. Then Ghost Rider and Cage 132 with
Nice.
Iron Fist.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
That's the older series. Yeah, Marvel Comics Presents.
Yeah. Then I saw they had this for $1. It was the Hellboy from Free Comic Book Day.
I really like some of the Dark Horse comics.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool stuff that they did.
Then I picked up Marvel Knights Black Panther number 10. Then Alpha Flight number 43.
Nice. WD said your comic shop, you should know better.
Yeah, he said that about
10 minutes ago.
the displaying the comics.
Oh, I
Early.
got some heat coming on Tuesday. It's gonna be sick.
In
Do
your
unboxing
auction?
on Tuesday. I'm gonna do unboxing on Tuesday.
Oh, unboxing. Cool. Yeah, I'm not ready to start spending big money on comics yet. Just picking up new stuff and then, every once in a while checking the dollar bins. Or obviously, one of my stores has a 50-cent bin.
Yeah.
Of Steel 131.
Good call, Mike Rogers. All the Marvel Knights are pretty decent reads, man. If you see them, pick them up.
Okay.
They'll have like a little MK in a white.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I have. No.
They'll have like a white little
Yeah.
like white logo with like black MK on them, and it'll say Marvel Knights in the corner.
Yeah. So then I got Man of Steel 131 Boiling Point. It's the Ending Battle, Part 7 of 8.
Yeah, I would pick up most of the Marvel Knights though, because you got like Black Panther. A lot of them are like current popular characters. So like
Right.
Black Widow, Daredevil, Punisher, Shang-Chi.
Right. I'll be looking out for those.
Doctor Strange. So be on the lookout because they could easily like roll out the Marvel Knights, dude, in the MCU. So just FYI.
So the Marvel Knights are like a group of people.
Yeah. It's like
Okay.
a loose knit like alliance basically of like vigilantes, if you want to call them. So like I'm saying, you got Black Widow, which you've seen her like even in MCU. She basically does whatever the fuck it takes to like.
Get
So
the
she's
job
more
done.
like a vigilante than an actual hero, because like she'll do shit that's nefarious to win. But that's part of her like assassin, you know what I'm saying, background and shit.
Are you calling Tom Brady Superman, Mike Rogers?
Oh shit. Not like this.
No, definitely not.
You mean the dude that cheats at football?
The dude who inflates his balls or
Oh,
deflates
shit.
his balls.
Hey Mike, that's how I usually be seeing the spec books and shit before other people's, because of shit like that, like the midnight. I think the two biggest things you got 4 things you should be collecting right now.
Hey, Eric.
You got Secret Invasion, Secret War. Well, in Marvel, anyways, you got Secret Invasion, Secret Wars, the Midnight Suns, and the Marvel Knights.
Yeah, so then I picked up this. I'm not sure. Is this the not Avengers or the Avengers?
Let me see.
26. It says the not Avengers, as in not. But I don't know. Is that.
I'm gonna look it up. This Avengers 26.
Yeah.
So something must happen in that book.
It has Warbird, Ant-Man, Silver Claw, Cap, and Captain Marvel on the cover.
There has to be a book where like
Cap leads an all-new team into all-out action.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
it's showing that right now it's
not Earth's mightiest.
yeah. It's basically just like a minor team change because it doesn't even get
right.
like notes.
Right. So then I picked up this one. Alpha Flight 110, an Infinity War crossover.
Let me look it down. Nice book.
And it has Omega. over the alpha.
What's up, Pop Scott?
Pop Scott, you changed your name.
Hey, Pop Scott. Yeah, you added the collectibles.
How's it going, man?
Yeah, we were talking about that on my show, man, a couple weeks ago. How he felt his name was kind of limiting because of being only associated with like Pops.
Yeah, I saw.
I remember that.
I saw Fritzy Funko just changed his name also to Fritzy Funko Collectibles. So
And
I think.
Well, it's because I think that since you have the mingling of like two communities, like between
Yep.
comics and Funkos, you don't want to like the Funko people don't want to like
Right.
make the comic people feel like that they only are like into Funko like Pops.
And
Well,
also,
It's
people
also
are.
because a lot of people are expanding from beyond just Pops to
Yeah.
other different things too. So
Yeah,
they wanna
people are buying designer
branch out.
toys.
That's why when I made my channel, I named it Flash Ray Videos because I knew I was going to do more than just Pops and whatever. I'd make videos that I want to put up and I
Right.
have fun doing it. So that's why I do that.
So this one was interesting to me. I picked up Uncanny Avengers number 8, but see on the bottom it has AU. So is that like an Australian variant?
No, that's the Age of Ultron.
Oh, okay.
That's like a arc.
Oh, okay.
Well, like or like a mini series, you can think of it like that.
So, okay, I thought maybe the AU meant.
Hey, maybe I'll change my name to Metaphorical Collectibles instead of comics.
So then I got
You know I'm gonna use a K instead of a C. So
yeah, well, that's like Yoj. He has Yoj Collects, but with a K.
yeah, mine's all K's instead of C's.
Yeah. So we got Superboy number 2.
Dang, why is he getting?
It's in the dollar bin. I have no idea why, but
He getting smacked around, bro. He getting smacked around by a girl.
she's a knockout.
On the dark side, Meta.
I mean, dang.
I picked up Dark Avengers Uncanny X-Men Utopia number 1.
Nice. Hold on to that book too.
Why? It's key?
No, because like I'm saying, you don't know how.
Well, yeah, I figured
you don't know how which of those. All those are source material for what they're going to do in MCU right now. So any of those books can end up being like they pull a thread from it, and it.
Right, and that's the thing. We don't know what the MCU is going to be now.
I mean, we know who the characters are, but like I'm saying, they only got so much. They only got so much. Like
we know some of the characters.
We know what most of like the certain phases of characters are, but you don't know like
what the story
what the story is going to be that's going to be in the movie. So,
right,
like,
we don't. Well,
like we know Black Widow that like we got enough information to know like it's going to be Taskmaster, but we don't know if like there's more than one Taskmaster. There's like a guy Taskmaster, there's a girl Taskmaster. So like
we don't know. We don't. So I'm assuming there's going to be a new Endgame like event coming at the end.
Yeah, which I think is the Secret War. So,
right.
Like, you're gonna have because that's why I think they revealed the whole Secret Invasion shit because the Secret Invasion leads to the Secret War because technically these two sides that the people don't even know who's who. So, like. To me, they alluded to that when they showed that what's his name was Fury was a Skrull. So like once they showed that some of those are Skrulls, well then they were laying the groundwork right now for the Secret Invasion, the Secret Wars, because I think I think they're going to add like an element of the like Dark Avengers because I think that now that you have Tony gone that they're going to have Norman Osborn like Oscorp is going to step up to take over basically all of Stark Industries,
Technology.
and then you're going to have the emergence of the Dark Avengers, which are going to be led by Norman Osborn instead of Tony Stark.
Okay, so pick up the Dark Avengers, folks.
Yeah, so like, because like I'm saying, you're going to have this team, I think, that is going to be led by, it can't be led by the traditional members anymore. It can't be led by Iron Man, he's dead. Cap's gone. So like, who's going to lead all the core and like heaviest hitting members of the Avengers that aren't new people are gone. So like,
I think Thor's still there, and I think Hulk's
we're still there, but like after what happened in Endgame and all that shit, he ain't leading the Avengers. I don't think Thor could ever.
I think
he's
Thor's
not leader material.
I think Thor's gonna be in movies, kind of like Hulk's been in movies.
Well, I
Where
think
he's
Thor's
like a
thing is
side
that he's
character.
going to be. What I think they're going to do with Thor is they're going to spin him off into Asgardians of the Galaxy. So like, you're going to have.
Right. Yeah.
So that it's going to allow them to expand Guardians of the Galaxy beyond the trilogy, and then they're going to use it as like they're going to do a trilogy of like, since Thor and Guardians of the Galaxy will be at the end of both of their 3 movies with this next movie, then they'll reboot them into Asgard. Like at the end of this next Guardians movie, they'll launch Asgardians, and then Thor will take over the Guardians.
All right. See you next week, Mike.
Peace out, Mike.
So,
But I mean, that's just my personal speculation is what I think they're doing. But it seems like
there's a lot of possibilities.
I mean, it hinted at the whole Asgardians thing with the
Yeah,
interaction
no,
between
With
Quill.
hella cool with Rocket right there was at one
Well,
point.
even when him and Quill get into an argument, so like about who's the leader of the Guardians, like that's kind of they're dropping kind of like an early hint, Easter egg to the fact that there was Asgardians of the Galaxy. So like they're laying the foundation, and if they want to do that, they've already basically set it up by them having that little like
and I feel like Marvel already knows exactly what they're doing.
Oh yeah, they know for sure, but they have like Marvel's so good at like the secret keeping part that they have like 9 different filmings of different shit just because so the actors don't know what is like coming out.
And like just like the fact that they don't even know what they're auditioning for. Yeah. They bring them in and give them a completely different script.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They might have the same actor do like 12 completely different scenes that are supposed to be the same scene.
Right.
But like, and they're like, well, we don't even know which one they're going to use, so it's pointless for us to even leak anything.
Right.
Plus, in their contracts, they have hardcore like writing in the contracts saying you can't.
Yeah, but then like I'm saying, on top of that, like this is common knowledge that they have like 6, 7 plus different scripts that are completely fucking different, and they film them all. So like, the people that are involved, they literally are like, well, it could be like 8 different things that are going to be in a movie, and until they see the movie, they ain't sure what's going to be in there either.
Right.
So brothers, that was crazy experience. But yeah, they were saying we shoot a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they're like, we give even the core. If they give core members,
Perry.
What's up, Perry? If they give core members of the cast like 4 different scripts, then yeah, no one knows what the hell's going on.
Yeah,
because you got to think even in regular movies that they have like different cuts of the same scene, and the actor's not sure which one's going to be in the movie. So then now you multiply that by complete different like rewrites, and you're like, well, there's probably 20 different like actual scenes that could be replace a scene.
Yeah, the actors have said that they don't see the movie until the premiere.
Yep. They don't see how it's pieced together until it comes out in that premiere.
Yeah.
So I think that's something Marvel does well. That's one thing I have to give them credit for, because how they're able to keep a secret like that, they're better than the government.
So this is the last one I picked up in the dollar bin.
Another
Morbius
good pick.
number 13.
Morbius.
So
You got some strong picks there, man.
Yeah, you did.
I think, isn't Morbius rumored to be like the villain? Or
No,
one
I mean,
of the
he's getting his
villains?
own movie, and like I said, I think that due to the movies that they're rolling out, they have Morbius, you have Doctor Strange. They're gonna reboot Ghost Rider, and they're coming out with Blade. So like that's all Midnight Suns.
Oh, I'm so juiced for
Oh,
the
okay.
Blade. Yeah, that's gonna be
So
sick.
like, I definitely think they're gonna do the Midnight Suns, and I think they're gonna have like a light and dark team. You're gonna have like the Midnight Suns, which I think they're also going to kind of roll Strange Academy out of the Midnight Suns. That's how they're going to kind of introduce them. There'll be like the young kids that end up coming up under the like main leaders of the Midnight Suns. So it'll be like phase 2 Midnight Suns. But I think that the event on the light side, you'll have like some kind of new Avengers, either A-Force, which I think is a strong possibility, or whatever emerges, or new Avengers that emerges from the Dark Avengers, because the Dark Avengers I think are going to come first, and it's going to seem like all is lost because you're going to have two dark sides basically.
Yeah. So
And then of course they're going to bring salvation, because that's how they did the lead up to Endgame. It was like all hope was lost until literally Tony snapped his finger.
Yeah.
Like basically every movie was all hope was lost. Like everything was over. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, fucking when Ronan almost fucked shit up. Like he almost destroyed fucking Prime. So they basically made it seem like Thanos was just gonna end shit no matter what.
Oh yeah.
From the very beginning. So it wasn't even about the stones at first, because we didn't even know what that they were. He was after the stones at first. We just knew that, like, he wanted the one stone. Like, they didn't show the gauntlet or anything.
Do you think Alpha Flight's gonna make another appearance?
I think what'll happen with Alpha Flight is that they'll come after the X-Men. So like I think that based on how well X-Men will do, they'll get introduced somewhere in the middle or at the end of X-Men. Okay. Because instead of them just how they do the 3 movies and then they're out, 3 movies and then they're out, they'll rotate like that. Like, they'll either rotate in Alpha Flight, or like New Mutants, I think is going to come first, because I think that they've already got that shot. I think that's the reason why they're still pushing that movie to come out, is because they're going to use that as like a
I think
like a lead into other things.
It's like as a lead in, and then as an explanation for why that there's mutants. So like you can't just all of a sudden have the X-Men and be like, well, where in the MCU did this event occur that allowed them to not only
got to answer questions.
You got to answer questions like how are they going to just launch the X-Men when the X-Men have to be born, grow up in a world that mutants have existed? So like,
well, didn't they? I think they were saying that because of what happened with the events of Endgame, where they had that screw up where Tony ended up meeting his father, that somehow that like shifted.
That was the butterfly effect that shifted everything.
Yeah.
I mean, but like I'm saying, that's where they're gonna answer the question. So if they come out with New Mutants first, though, and New Mutants is supposedly set back in time before the events of Endgame, well, now you have an explanation to say, well, there was already mutants, obviously, because they had a school for them.
Right.
So like they were still underground at that point, but there was mutants that existed. So when people were like, well, where did mutants come from? Well, they can just expand on, they can retcon something into New Mutants or whatever the fuck.
Right,
So,
and
but
the
they need
other
to have an
thing,
explanation of where the mutant gene comes from and like why it's existed and why is no one on Avengers like right now? Why doesn't not Tony or none of them know about mutants?
right? Well, the other
Like in
thing
Endgame,
is,
in Endgame, the fact that Bruce Banner and Tony Stark are like what some of the smartest men on the planet, if not like in the galaxy and shit. Then,
They've never heard of Wolverine.
but no, yeah, like you never hear them mention a mutant. So like someone being a mutant,
right,
even with Hulk dealing with his sickness and shit, that's something that would apply. Like having a mutant gene and shit would apply to his
hey
shit,
Magoo.
and you never hear them mention mutantism. So like to me, it's gonna be interesting to see where in the MCU they roll out the idea of being a mutant.
Yeah, and I think didn't they reshoot after they had already like?
I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with that movie because it was supposed to get canned. It was supposed to get like a bunch of shit. I heard they reshot it and then went back to the original footage. Then I heard that it was canceled. Then I heard it was coming back out.
I think after Marvel acquired it, they reshot it. Where as opposed to like Dark Phoenix, where they just released it.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened.
So people
I know that they're still planning on coming out with New Mutants, but I literally have no idea how like what their final take is on it, what final version is going to be released. So
well, I'm thinking that since they reshot it after Disney acquired it, then there must be some tie-in to the MCU. Otherwise, they would have just
I think that's the reason why what I explained about mutantism.
Right.
See, like it gives them away, like with New Mutants, for example. See, they can take a risk with New Mutants. If New Mutants bombs or does bad, they still have another shot to like not ruin the X-Men and then introducing the idea of mutants. They can kind of reboot it again with the X-Men. But if they were to come out with the X-Men and do it wrong and fuck up the whole idea of mutants, well then the X-Men is the most popular group of mutants that there is. So like they would pretty much be screwing themselves. So I think that they're kind of testing the waters with New Mutants they're testing the idea of mutants in the MCU.
Yeah. So these are comics I won from Winking actually in his last giveaway.
Nice.
Like,
what's up, Lisa Noble?
It was, I think he said it was like a horror box. So I got Pretty Violent #1.
Yeah, I got the girl cover of that. The looks like a Hit Girl.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it says it's a Black Cape Comics exclusive. 209 of 500.
Nice.
Bishop variant.
Nice.
Yeah. So then I have Dinosaurs versus Mars Bots.
Uh-oh, she needs some clothes.
I'd say it kind of doesn't it kind of look like Jennifer Lawrence?
It does. But
yeah,
not.
it's weird because it came out before she was born, but
maybe they were thinking about her and they didn't know.
Yeah, so Dinosaurs vs. Mars Bots #1, January 1975. So Then I got Charmed #1. That's autographed
Oh,
by
nice.
Yay!
Maria Sinapo.
I think she's one of the actresses.
Oh, okay.
That's really cool. I like Charms.
I never watched it, but
Alyssa Milano.
Yeah.
That was my thoughts exactly.
then
Little Queen theme.
Then I got Nightbreed 1,
Oh shit, nice.
2,
Dude, that's
and
actually a
3.
super good read, dude.
Nightbreed?
Yeah. Some true horror there, buddy.
Then I got
That's
the
by the same
last.
dude who did Hellraiser, I think.
Oh, okay. Then I got The Last Zombie #2.
Nice.
And I got Monstrous 21.
How much did you get these for?
Oh, these were giveaways
Oh, nice.
from Winking.
Oh, shout out to you, Winking, for the free
Yeah.
books, man.
Yeah, he had during his, I think it was his first Alex Michael convention. He was giving away a bunch of boxes. Like, they were all themed, I think. Yeah, they were all themed, and I won the horror one.
Oh, nice.
And his second annual one is tomorrow. So,
Yep.
Make sure you're there, because
Be there or
win
be
some
square,
cool
guys.
stuff.
Be there because he's giving out
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Be there,
if you
be square,
win,
guys.
you get like 10 bucks or something. And he's giving away a lot of stuff. It's not just one winner.
I think he's even starting off with a slab too.
He's on his
Maybe.
Oprah. He's on his Oprah stuff. He's saying, "You get a slab. You get a slab. We all get slabs."
Yeah, so, and he may even be partnering with someone this time. I don't know. Because it's his second one. So here we have Hack Slash versus Chaos #1. Now, I have no idea about any of these books. So, but got a couple of #1s.
I gotta say, your comic book haul makes my little comic book haul look like nothing.
Hey, well, you got to buy more comics, man. Come through the auctions.
Like I said, I'm picky, and I come through. I'm there.
Gorilla be doing some. Man, you should have seen the lot he sold last night.
I was there last night.
Oh, you seen the one he sold to Patrick Kelly then?
Yep. And then there was another one, the little Dark Horse Star Wars run. I was trying.
Man, that one he sold to Patrick Kelly, the one that went into $80 or whatever, dude.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Dude, there was so much heat in there, dude. Like Archangel 8, which is sold out and on back order. Like,
oh, wow. So I wanted to get. These are stuff I had.
Hey, I want to. Patrick Kelly needs to do some unboxing videos.
Oh my goodness, yeah, he got a bunch of stuff from
Holy shit, he could.
Oh, from what he gets from auctions?
Yeah, dude. I mean, shit. I know what just I sent. Like, I have 50 books here that he has of a box with me. So when I send him books, that's like
yeah, he's
half of a short box he has sitting with me.
He's Magoo's new nemesis. Magoo doesn't like Patrick Kelly. Because Patrick Kelly buys all the stuff he wants.
Well, we got a three-way love triangle because Magoo takes all the Batman books, so and resells them to Lisa and Batman Popster. So he tries to corner the market on all the Batman books.
So
That's
I
gotta
got.
limit what I get.
It's a very slippery slope, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
was
this is a
hoping-
really cool book.
Oh, that's that Negan.
That Barnes and Noble. I got.
Oh, is that
Oh,
the
shit.
number one?
Let me
The
see.
new one?
Let me see the.
So this is the.
Hold on, I'll make you big.
It is Walking Dead 100.
Oh, okay.
And it comes with the actual Barnes & Noble variant cover comic as well. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's sick.
Cool.
I actually have 3 of these total sealed.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one off of you.
They have a new one that's out now, right?
Well, that one is
A
also
Negan
not that's also not a direct edition.
Yeah, this is the cover art book,
Well,
and
when you take those out, it shouldn't say cover. It shouldn't say direct edition on it. Those should be like modern newsstands.
maybe I don't know.
They'll look different on the little barcode when you take them out.
But
They
I'm not
should.
taking them out.
Well, I'm saying when I buy one, I'll open it and show you.
All right, sounds good.
He's like, I ain't opening mine, bro.
True.
Mine's staying sealed. He gonna be like meditating the dive, man.
So, all right. So I was hoping Mike would be here for this because he said he was a decent grader, and I wanted some advice. This is the stuff that I had from.
Well, like the best way to get it
So,
graded is that I can show you like what they look for, and then when you send me pictures, I can send you back the picture, and I'll point out and be like, look, this is what you're looking for.
Little spine tick,
Little
right.
like
Well,
discolorations.
yeah, little foxes.
right, and I know that
spine
stuff. So the question I had was, this is stuff that my dad's friend gave him, and it's old stuff, so I didn't know what the grading process for, like, what the
It's
leeway was.
It's the same for modern and older books. It's just they're more lenient with older books.
Right, and
for
that's
different
what
things. So like they're more lenient with production defects. They're more lenient with like writing and stuff on the book because people used to stamp. They used to put like date stamps and all kind of shit on the.
Right.
On
So like for example, this is an ASM 25.
Oh shit.
And like it has a bunch of spine ticks on it. These were obviously reader
but
copies.
like that's a 12 center, so like for that to be, that's not going to be most of those books. You're never. I mean, to find a 12 center that's in like above, like VF is fucking super difficult because think about it, like a 9.8. A 9.8 near mint means that all the corners are sharp, means that you have basically no spine ticks, you have no creases.
Right. Basically you bought it and never touched it.
Yeah. So like for you to have a 12 center that was above a 9, it would have to have been bought, put in the back, like put basically into a dark, cool, dry place and just sat there.
Right. So
humidifier.
yeah, so like you could see like there's it's basically
so here's maybe a better way for me to explain it. At different age levels, let's say bronze, silver age, golden age, a certain tier becomes like the new 9.8. So like you can, the chances of you finding, like I'm saying, a bronze, yeah, you can find in still 9.8, but the chances of you finding a silver age book that is a high quality book and it is also a 9.8, it's not gonna happen because those were the books that got read. Those are the books that people like were popular and shit, and they got damaged.
Right. So like this one, 26. It's missing staples. Like they don't have the staples are missing.
What
Like,
you do is just send me a
there's
picture. Send me a picture of each of those, and then like flip open a page, and then take a picture of like the first page of like the
Okay.
corner, so I could see like
and
the
like
coloring of the paper.
like this, the top is chewed up a little.
Yeah, but
I'm
when
not
you
sure
take a
if you
picture and
could.
send it to me, I'll be able to see all that, so I can tell you, okay,
Right.
here's the take off for this, take off for this.
Right. I mean,
Then I
like,
can give you basically a rough like grade, and then once I start showing you what to mark off for, you'll be able to grade it yourself. Like you'll basically be able to start with a score and start marking off.
Yeah, like you know, so he seems to have like, you know, these were probably when he probably got these when he was a kid, and he was probably reading them. So you have
like I'm saying, you got to think back then collecting wasn't like what it is now. So kids never thought that comics were going to be worth money. So like, why would they have took care of it? They played with it,
and it's just
shit. So like,
Think about the last coloring book you had when you were a kid and how well you took care of that.
all I know is if most of those that were your uncles or whatever, and they're all like ASMs and shit like that, you got money sitting there because those are like what everyone collects. So if you're not into a lot of those, I would sell some of those to get books that you actually wanted. That even if they were older books, that you're getting books that you're interested in versus ones that other people might like. So that's my recommendation on that, because a lot of those are going to be worth a decent amount, like at least $10 or so.
Yeah. Well, like he had 2 copies of 41 in there, ASM 41, which I believe is the first appearance of Rhino.
There you go.
Boom, that's a key right there.
That's what I'm saying, and that's like even at like a VG grade is like a $60 book or higher. Like a lot of those books that you got that are 12 centers, if they're even remote to being close to being a key, they're like $30-$50 books.
So it looks like somewhere along the way he decided to take a little better care of his books.
Well, it's like he started like actually becoming a collector,
right?
Like he was like, okay, I'm gonna save this.
Right. So here's like a 371.
Yeah, and then that's also a way later comic, so it looks like it's been taken better, but no, it's just newer.
Yeah, it's just a newer copy.
So like that book hasn't seen the life that other one has.
And then like I have 375.
Oh shit! Nice book.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, that book sells for like almost $10.
Meta, here's a question for you. Explain newsstand versus not newsstand and what's better.
All right, so after this, I might have to go. I got another stream.
Okay.
All right, so I'll answer it. Well, I could be probably like 10 minutes late, so I probably got like 15 minutes. But okay, so I'll explain this thoroughly, and then. So basically, you have newsstand and then direct market, because at the time, you could only get comics off a newsstand because that's where they were sold. Like, you remember when they used to have newsstands where you could buy a newspaper and buy magazines and all that stuff. Well, slowly they started, the comic book distributors and shit started selling directly to comic book stores. So then you had, like, first they came out with like newsstands where they would cross off the barcode, and so you knew that it was like a direct edition. That's why a lot of direct editions, if you look at them, don't have a barcode on them. The beginning ones, they have like a picture where the barcode used to go. So then you had a split in the market where you had there was newsstands, and then you had directed market that was starting to take off. So then you got to the point where most of your comics that were being sold through comic book shops and not through a newsstand. So slowly you had like, you get what I'm saying? You went from primarily newsstands and very little direct edition till in the modern day you went to mostly direct and very few newsstands.
Right.
So based on what time period you're in, one is more rare than the other. So like back in the day, newsstands were more common, but they're still harder to find in higher grades because they were in the wild, like they were on a newsstand somewhere.
Right. So
Versus one that got sent to a comic book store and probably got taken better care of.
Yeah. So for every one person that bought it, 10 people handled it.
Exactly. So the chances of that book coming to you and being in high grade is slim.
Yeah.
So if you have an older book, that's why even in older books, newsstands are sought after, and it's because they're still harder to find at a higher grade. It's not that they were more rare. It's because back in the day, newsstands would have been the more common version. So it's not that they're more rare when you're talking about age. It's that the condition and the rarity. So they're more rare because a high conditioned newsstand back in the day is rare. Now, when you're coming to modern day, newsstands are rare. I don't even think they make them anymore, but up until the modern day, if you had, let's say, a newsstand from like a modern book that was like in the late 90s or something, well, then that book probably, the print run on that book is like probably 3% or something of whatever the total print run would have been for the book. So let's say you had a 10,000 print run, well, then the print run on that book is probably like 1,000 or less. So
how can you really tell the difference between a newsstand copy and a regular copy?
Okay, so like it depends on what the age. So on a newer book, it'll say on like near the UPC, it'll have like it won't say direct edition, it'll say like the name of the character. So if it's like a Spider-Man book near the UPC, instead of it saying direct edition, there's usually a little box right there. It'll say like direct edition or say something. So like when you look right near the UPC, it'll say like it'll say the book name instead of it saying direct edition. Look at your comics right now. You'll see near the barcode, it'll say like direct edition on a modern comic.
Right. So, well, first of all, are these, like, if you find these, are these worth picking up? Like the milestone editions?
Facsimiles? I mean,
are these facsimiles? Are these considered facsimiles? Or just like different editions?
No, those are actually considered a different edition because a facsimile is like an exact reprint, and since that has like True Believers and stuff like that aren't considered to be facsimiles because you can clearly tell by looking at them that they're not the same. The cover's different.
Right. So are
like
these
a facsimile? The only way that you can tell that a facsimile is not the original is the price.
Right.
Like the price printing on the comic where the price goes is the only giveaway.
Right.
Because the ads are the same, the cover's the exact same. Everything about the cover is the same besides where they put the price. So the layout of it, there's nothing different.
So
on a True Believer, they got they have that banner that little banner thing that they put at the top that says True Believer.
Right. And this one says Marvel Milestone Edition.
Yeah, and then that Marvel Milestones, they put that silver border around the outside of it. So it doesn't, you can clearly tell when you look at a Marvel Milestone that it's not the original.
Right.
Now, with a facsimile, I'd have to literally pick it up and look at it super, super close, like at the price. And I have to be able to see the price itself. If I can't see the price, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Right.
Like from that far away that you're holding it like that, there's no way you can tell a facsimile from the original. It's impossible.
Right. Yeah, I mean, this one...
That's what makes it a facsimile versus a reprint, because a
Right.
reprint you can clearly tell from a distance that it's not the same book.
Right. Like I saw that there's a reprint of ASM 41, first appearance of Rhino, but Rhino's a darker shade in that one. So that's how you could tell, I guess. But before you leave, I wanted to ask you about Mylars.
All right.
Like, is it what exactly is the difference? And is it worth just getting Mylars or?
See, well, it depends on the value of the book. So unless you're buying Mylars in like super bulk, then I would say that to Mylar books that are you consider to be key or investment, like if they're reader copies, then don't Mylar them. If they're books that you plan on like saving for some reason, either for like collecting reasons, like you were seriously want to save them, then put them in Mylar, because Mylar is stronger.
So what? It's just stronger.
It's stronger, has better UV protection. It like a bunch of stuff. It controls moisture better. I mean, basically, you got to look at it like Mylar is what the Library of Congress uses for archival purposes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so like one is archival level, one is like general protection. So look at it as like poly. You have to change like every 3 to 8 years based on the condition of whatever where you have them stored. For Mylar bags, it's said that they can last like over 100 years, like 150 years or something. So
Attention.
I would say that if you're investing in your collection and protecting them, then buy Mylars. Like if your collection is something that is really important to you and it's staying in pristine condition, then spend a little extra money and buy Mylars, because especially if they're on books that are like I'd say $10 or more that you consider to be valuable to you, then yeah.
There you go. Mylar equals the hard stacks.
Hard stacks suck though.
Yeah, think about it like that. Like
I'm just using normal.
You could use your books like those are polys. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Yeah, those are polys. So polys are good enough for most people and for most comics.
How much?
Be aware that the money you save on polys up front, you lose long term because you have to change them every
right, and that's the thing. Like,
and that's not only the time cost, but the actual resource cost. So you got two costs.
Right. So if you're gonna, if one Mylar is the equivalent to 30 polys, is it really that big of a cost difference?
Yes. Yeah, it is. So if you want to Mylar, do it in bulk. Don't buy like 50 pack, like those 100, like how Flash Ray has those little 100 packs you pick. Don't buy them like that. If you're going Mylar, make sure you buy a lot, like
1,000 pack or something. 500.
Yeah, like try to get them wholesale or bulk.
Okay.
If you can't buy them wholesale or bulk, then just poly bag until you can find someone that you can buy bulk.
Okay.
Mylar from.
All right. So,
how much is a Mylar bag?
Dude, it depends. If you buy them from places like Unknown Comics and stuff, when they like upsell you, it'll be like like almost $2
per bag.
Per bag and board, yeah.
Damn.
So just be aware of that. But like if you buy them in bulk, you can get the price down pretty cheap.
Yeah.
It's doable.
I wonder,
just make sure you're gonna have to buy a lot though. You're talking about like 1,000 probably in bags and boards.
I wonder if they're available on Alibaba.
I do not know. I wouldn't buy them off of there. I'd buy them off of like you want to make sure with that shit you buy them off of somewhere reputable, because you don't want to get stuck with a bunch of crap. Like not only will it suck if
don't buy them from Wish or something.
Yeah, because you never know what they're sending you, and then you're gonna be stuck with like $100, $200 worth of just like shit.
Right.
So, yeah, just trust me. If you buy them bulk, the amount of money you'll save and shit is not worth trying to skimp on. Like, you can always resell them too if you don't use them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Mylars are pretty valuable. So
Yeah, because I was noticing that a couple of these aren't in bags at all. So I needed to get stuff for that. And then some of them just didn't have boards.
yeah,
I think I paid $20 for 100 bags and 100 boards.
yeah, and
Yeah.
you can buy those to get you by, but I'll put you in touch with some supplies. Me and Gorilla, we're probably going to start offering them to the people who come to auctions, like discounted like bags and boards and Mylars and shit. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
you know, a lot of the times when you guys are building boxes and stuff, and then we don't have to wait for you guys to like fill it up with books. Well, if we could fill it up with like bags and boards and shit, well then you wouldn't have to wait as long to get a shipment because I could fill it up with supplies. So like instead of you being like you having to wait to fill up 50 comic books, well if you filled up 30 and then I sent you an order of bags and like Mylars and board, you get what I'm saying, and boards or something, then you wouldn't be waiting as long to get your books to fill.
I only have one book with you, Meta.
Yeah, I got your stuff here. You're let me see. It's sitting right here.
I think it's just one Scotty Young book.
Yeah, it was a Scotty Young Venom number 23. Yep, I have it.
Scotty Young.
But yeah, so
yeah, I think because I was thinking about buying the Naughty and Nice variant that Comics Elite was doing yesterday, and they said they would put your stuff in Mylars for an extra $5.
yeah, so like that's what I'm saying. For $5, they're charging for a Mylar.
Well, it was 2 comics. It was
I know, so like I said, they charge an average around a couple bucks for a Mylar.
Right.
Think about it. Like if you're getting them for less than $1 or something, or if we could sell them to you for $1, then that's half price of what they're selling them to you for
at the shop.
But we're gonna I'm trying to get the price under $1. So
right. I'm just thinking of like how much it costs for a regular bag and board versus how much it costs for a Mylar.
If you buy them retail level for regular bag and boards, like $0.25 per bag and board. If you buy them like in bulk, like kind of like how Flash did, if you buy them from like Amazon or something, you're gonna pay around like 15-20 cents. For Mylar, you're probably gonna pay near $1. But like I'm saying, one you're gonna have to change every couple years. One you're never gonna have to change.
Right. So
unless it gets damaged by something,
it would be if you're buying both in bulk, it would be 15 cents versus $1.
Yeah, if you bought them in bulk, you'd have like one would be maybe like 80 cents, and the other one would be like 20 to 20 cents.
Yeah, so that's you're gonna be changing the polys more than 4 times over the lifespan of a Mylar. So
yeah. All right, I'm about to go feed my son and get on this other stream real quick.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna wrap up soon, also, because that's all the comics I have.
I'll show off the couple I got. Really
all
quick.
right. So see you throughout the week, Meta, and
yeah, thanks for stopping by.
I'll be doing this next week again to see. I don't plan on scavenging the $50 bins again.
Why not?
Well, I will, but I don't know if I'll be doing it every week.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. I'll come on though anytime, man, and we can
Yeah.
sit and chop it up, and I'll go over your comics with you, and we'll do them one by one. If you get smaller hauls, it'll be easier for me to go over them one by one. So
Oh yeah.
I think that's why I'm gonna.
just pick out maybe your favorite books, like the ones that you think are like your favorite books, and then
Yeah.
What you like?
do like your top 10 from haul for the week, and then we'll go over them, and I'll tell you like, hey, you know, this
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Like the ones I think that are the best, and then I'll quickly show the rest of the stuff.
yeah, quickly show the rest of them, and if I see one that just catches that I know for sure,
Yeah.
I'll call it out.
All right, that sounds good.
All righty.
So, yeah, we'll see you next week.
All right, man. Hey, it was nice hanging out with you, Flash Ray, and yeah, man. I'll see you guys next week unboxing.
All right, see you.
All right, much love. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, I only got like 4 books at my last comic run.
All right.
So
Let's see.
I got that facsimile of Star Wars #1. Let's see. Over here. There we go.
Yeah.
That one. I love
That's
this
cool.
cover because they have the red lightsabers. That's something that really stood out to me. Then I got Star Wars Allegiance #3. Oh, over here. So this goes off like the new storyline and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And then I got #4. And it's a new series, so I'm still looking for #1 and 2. But this is what they had, so I just grabbed it. And then one book I've been reading and I'm really enjoying is the I Hate Fairyland by Scotty Young. This is just an incredible read. Get it if you haven't. It's awesome. But I actually picked up, because I finished that one. This is part 2. So I have to continue reading.
Yeah, so that was the thing. Like the first, because I went to 2 different shops. Basically, the only ones that are within like 15 minutes of me. And the first one is where I picked up the new stuff. And I went to the second one to see if they had other different new stuff, because in the first one they said that since they're a small store they don't get everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if they even had that Fairyland.
Maybe not. I know I haven't actually seen like the individual comics. I've only been able to find the trade paperbacks, and there's only 4.
Okay.
There's only 4, so it's not like there's too much hunting to get this stuff. But
Right.
it's a really good read. I've been enjoying the hell out of this book. A lot of
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I may pick up this. They had the Saga trades there.
Yeah. That's
So
another thing I'm reading right now is the first Saga trade.
yeah, I may pick up a couple of those.
Yeah, because I'm glad I haven't really had time, because I finished the first chapter of this, and I almost I had to go do something else, but like I've been wanting to pick it up and start reading again because it's just that good.
Yeah.
And everybody that I even mentioned Saga to, they're like, "Oh yeah, it's a great read. You should definitely check out Saga."
Yeah, I mean, people are saying that, and just from what I know, the storyline, like that it's a romantic comic type story.
It's like a fantasy romance action from what I've seen so far.
Right, and that just spells like TV series to me.
So from what I heard, they are possibly making a Netflix TV series of Saga, because I heard there's already Saga Pops out there.
Yeah, there are. But
yeah.
the Saga Pops are under the comics line.
Yeah.
That's how I found out Saga was a comic, because I thought it
Okay.
was some anime.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like anime. I like comics. I like everything. There's not much I dislike in this world other than people's attitudes sometimes. But hey, what can you do?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm kind of the same way. Like, I've never watched anime, so I'm indifferent. I don't know if it's good or not, but I pretty
Anime
much like.
anime storylines, in my opinion, are very similar to most comic book stories, except it's just the animation is done extremely differently.
Yeah, well, it's Japanese style
hmm
versus American style.
But for example, like My Hero Academia, it's almost like an anime version of X-Men, kind of, because out of nowhere, people start developing powers, and 80% of
Yeah,
the population or whatever gets powers in My Hero Academia. So it becomes like the new normacy, and they
yeah,
explain how it happens, kinda, just like X-Men. And they have classes and schools that teach the students how to control their abilities and all kinds of stuff. So I see a lot of similarities, in my opinion, between X-Men and My Hero Academia.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe one day when I get around to it. But the other thing is, like, I don't want to subscribe to its own, yeah, to watch it. Like,
Hey,
you know,
hit me up on IG. I'll show you some things.
uh, yeah, I mean, like, maybe I'll start with, like, Tokyo Ghoul and the stuff that's on
Yeah,
Netflix.
I've never watched Tokyo Ghoul. I've heard mixed things about that one. I think My Hero Academia is on Hulu.
Oh, okay.
Bleach is probably one of my favorite animes. That's a good one.
Yeah, I was gonna pick up the Bleach Pops just because I know it's big, and I saw that they were
Oh, they're
getting up there. Yeah,
skyrocketing right now.
but I'm not paying over retail for Pops.
Yeah,
So
I very rarely pay over retail. I think the most I've paid for a single pop is $60, and that was the autographed, over 9,000 Vegeta, very exclusive.
yeah, well, like autographs are different because
Exactly.
you're paying a
The
premium for
autographed Gabriel Iglesias fluffy one too.
yeah. Yeah, that's a completely different thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I almost bought the autographed Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh,
Was
I have the regular one sitting right here in my closet, and so earlier this year, before the pandemic and stuff, they were doing their tour with the whole new movie and everything, and they were going to they did stop in San Francisco, and they did their whole meet and greets and watched the movie in the theaters with people. And I was gonna go do it, but I ended up having to work, and we didn't get the tickets, and it fell apart. But I wanted to do that super bad, and I was gonna bring
yeah.
that autographed.
Isn't that the only place they showed the movie?
No,
Like,
so they did a nationwide tour
right.
viewing the movie with everybody, but I'm pretty sure it's released now, where you can get your own copy. But I think you have to go through like their distributor or whatever.
Right, right. But I mean, like, it wasn't planned to be in the
Nope.
theaters.
It was strictly like shown in theaters with them there showing it.
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
Oh yeah. And the cool
Yeah.
thing is, like, I still haven't seen the movie and I want to, but even the Blunt Man and Chronic Pops, the 2-pack, makes a little feature cameo in the movie.
Yeah, there was in one of the movies that Nick from Bands for Arms worked on, he inserted Pops into the movie.
That's cool.
I forget which one. Because, he's a costume designer.
Right. Okay.
So he worked on Scooby-Doo. So I actually won an autographed Scooby from the new movie signed by him.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
then I pulled out of one of the Bands for Arms boxes, I pulled an autographed cheetah from him.
Nice.
From Wonder Woman.
Okay.
So I guess he worked on the costumes of that too.
Yeah.
So
Only autographs so I have some musician autographs that I've met at concerts, and then I don't really have any plugs for, I guess you would say, movie stars or anything, comic book people. But because of the place I work, I get to meet some really cool athletes that come in.
Oh, where do you work?
So I work for Dick's Sporting Goods.
Oh, okay.
But I work for the store I work at is one of the highest volumes on the West Coast.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
for example, when the Warriors won all the championships or going to the championships or this and that, we have players or past players come in and do autograph signings. I have a basketball. You can't see it, but let's see. There's a basketball right above that little Monopoly game right there in a case. That's a signed basketball by Chris Mullen. Then I have a hat autographed by what is his name? He got traded from the Warriors, but he's a youngster in the league.
Draymond Green?
No. Let me grab the hat. Let's see. Oh, Bell. What's his name? Jordan Bell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's the signed hat by him.
Yeah. I have a lot of autographed baseballs.
I don't have any autographed baseballs, but I got the basketball.
Yeah, I actually have an autographed basketball autographed by Spike Lee and Chris Kaman.
This autograph's really cool. I got this. I met Joe Staley at Sam's Club and got an autographed picture and everything. He was doing signings up there, and he just retired this year. So this is a cool one.
Yeah.
I wish he would have got a ring though. He needed a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, I don't know. The way I feel about autographs now is you need they sign so many that you need some kind of distinguishing factor on it.
Oh yeah.
You need some kind of mark.
There's a story behind almost every autograph I have, and I have pictures. They don't have, not everything's JSA certified or anything like that, but I have pictures and I have the memories, so I know it's real.
Right, and I have some of that stuff too, and some of the stuff I bought from
oh, my chair's being stupid.
Some what's that? Steiner Sports.
I need a new computer chair. The adjustment lever's breaking on me.
Yeah. So I have.
This sucks.
Other than that, I don't really have. I haven't seeked out autographs on Pops yet. And I can't really, all the ones that I want are hundreds of dollars.
Have you checked out the Zobi thing?
No, but I'm not.
Zobi has so many people autographing stuff right now. They have over 100 people set up to autograph stuff, and they even
But what I'm saying is I'd probably want a Chris Evans signed Captain
Oh, yeah.
America, and that's gonna cost $300 for his signature.
Yeah,
Not
that
doing.
stuff's expensive. But that's why you go for like the voice actors and this and that. That way, like, because you've watched more than just the Captain America movies, I'm assuming. You've seen some of the cartoons and this and that, right?
Not yet. I will. Now that they're on Disney Plus, I'm gonna eventually. I would have been watching them already. But these stupid live streams on YouTube are taking up all my time.
Oh, dude, I know. I'm lucky. Like last week, I recorded quite a few videos to edit throughout the week because like I haven't recorded in 3 or 4 days, and because I've been watching other people's live streams or other content, and it's like I haven't made time to make my own.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, I've been working from home the whole time, so it's not like I had extra time from that, but just saving from the commute back and forth to work. And, I'd working from home, I'd be able to have stuff on in the background. So I'd be able to get through stuff that's not like, you don't need 100% of your attention.
And yep, I do the same thing. So when I'm at work, because I work in the back room, I run the back room, so I'll usually be playing YouTube videos all day while I'm doing my work, listening in to live streams and this and that.
Yeah, well,
videos, and I'll make sure I drop the like, and if I can comment, if I have a moment to comment on a video, I'll do so. But I'll make sure I definitely drop a like, and you get all the playtime and stuff from me listening in.
Yeah.
So I try to help out people that way.
Yeah, I mean, when I was at work, when I was working in the office, I would be listening to podcasts all day. So I'd be going through a bunch of podcasts a day because, 8 hours of work.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I wouldn't be listening all 8 hours, but now I don't listen to podcasts because I'm at home and like there's just other stuff.
There's other content, yeah.
And
that you can access at home that you can't really access at an office.
Right. And now with everyone, the majority of people were out of work. So they were just going live all the time. And, so it kind of like, there wasn't, I get off work at 10:30 at night. So I would be, normally I'd be watching like shows until like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, because I wouldn't have to get up for work until, I wouldn't be working until 2:30. So I could stay up late and watch stuff. But now I'm just watching lives. So
yeah, I've been watching a lot of live streams lately too. And with live streams, you participate in like you're not gonna have the time to like check out different videos or watch multiple videos when you're trying to participate in one live stream.
Right, and that's the other thing. Like I don't know how some people are in 5 live streams at once.
Know. Did you? So I rewatched JB's like late night show from last night because I fell asleep before it came on. I was trying so hard to stay up, but so I watched the rewatch this morning. I don't know where I was getting with that. I lost my train of thought there.
Yeah, I like missed. I caught part of it, but I missed most of it because, there's the Eric and Dallas do the Scream stream.
Oh yeah.
10:30 after the Night Owls.
Mm-hmm.
So I always
And
watch
the
that.
House.
Usually they wrap up at like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. They went a little long.
JV's right after, but they just went for hours. And then by the time they were done, JV was done.
That's where I was getting at. JB mentioned though, because we were talking about multiple, streams going on. He mentioned that he went through and there was 8 different auction streams going on at the same time.
Well, that's the other thing. There are way too many auctions going on at the same time. Like,
everybody does it Friday nights for sure, and they're always, like, in my opinion, late, because a lot of people are like, well, it's 7 o'clock over here on the East Coast, or like whatever, but it's super late here, or vice versa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's 7 on the West Coast, but it starts at 10 on the East Coast, and then.
And I'm on the West Coast, and 7's late for me because I work really, really early hours.
Right.
Like, and so Monday to Friday, my schedule is literally 4 a.m. midnight, 4 a.m. midnight, 4 a.m. So it's like people do stuff Monday and Wednesday nights that I'm just passed out for because I have to sleep for work.
Yeah,
a lot of those shows too.
Yeah, I mean that's we
need more morning shows. That's why I love JB, because he does that one morning show. I know there's a couple others, but like his is the one that like I know is gonna be there.
Yeah, well, so when I've been doing the battles with Fox, we've been trying to. Well, first of all, I start work at 2:30, so like after.
I'm there for your Fox battle.
JB. Yeah, so it doesn't really give a lot of time in between the end of JB and when I start work. So we've been usually doing it before JB. Like we'll start at like 10:30, 11.
Okay.
Eastern. And then, but I feel like any earlier than that is too early for the West Coast.
Right.
So, yeah.
I'm an early morning person. Like, I was late for work this morning. I had to start at 5, but like I internally woke up at 4:45 and I was like, oh, I gotta be at work in 15 minutes. Whatever. And I was only 4 minutes late for work. Thank goodness there was no traffic on the weekends. Because even out here at like 4 or 5 in the morning, there's already starting to build up traffic.
Yeah, I noticed that last weekend, or not last weekend, last Tuesday, traffic started to pick up.
Yeah, because everything's starting to slowly reopen, so you can slowly start seeing the traffic.
Right, and the offices are starting to reopen, and the offices, like my office, reopened last week, but because I'm working like sort of the night shift, I don't have to go in, and I started doing that before this all started.
Oh, nice.
So they're like, you could just stay at home for now.
Yeah.
And I was, because even like, so I work for an online college.
Okay.
So, you sort of have to, the hours they set now, well, starting a couple of months ago, was we should really be, someone should be able to answer until 10:30 at night.
Right.
So, that's why So I I mean, the logistics are a little weird there, but like I kind of said I'll do it because I was like, well, it could take an hour for me to get to work. So I'll save 2 hours of my day.
Right. Oh yeah. And time is everything. The older you get, the more you realize time is everything. I'd rather have time than a little bit of money for that time, you know?
Well, it's just that it's not even that because you're not being paid for the time you commute.
Exactly.
So
It's like my job is like without traffic 10 minutes away. With traffic, it's like a half hour. So if I can
yeah,
start an hour earlier to beat traffic, it gives me a whole, a lot more time in my day to do other things than just work. And
right. And that's why, it's just California's crazy with traffic.
mm-hmm.
I mean, here is too, you know.
I live in the Bay Area, and we're known for horrible traffic throughout the country.
Yeah.
Not as bad as LA, but pretty bad.
Yeah, it's just insane, a lot of the places. So I think we're at a little over 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah, we've been doing this for a while, man.
So I
I'm
think,
glad we're having fun.
yeah, it turned out good. So I'm hoping we can continue this every week. Sort of.
If I'm not working and I'm awake, I'm down to be here, dude.
Yeah, and like my goal is I thought Mike from Flashpoint Comics was gonna come, but I guess he had something at the last minute that he couldn't get on. But I'm hoping to have guys like him and Meta and maybe JB at some point, and just people who are
More
much
knowledgeable on the subject that we can
right.
learn from.
Right, and we'll be able to say, "Oh, that's a good comic." Like I had no idea really what I got aside from what I was able to look up in the store. But Meta's like, "Oh, that's a really good issue."
Yeah, exactly. Like they can. A lot of people knowledgeable on the subject will just look at the book and be like, "Oh, that's a really cool issue. That one's, this is the first appearance of this character," and it's like, that's awesome. So what's that mean?
Right, and that's why. Like I looked it up. I used Go Collect for like Alpha
I've never
Flight.
used Go Collect before, so I'm going to be exploring that video or that website quite a bit today.
Yeah, so basically you just type in a title or a character, I guess you could do, and then it'll just show you what the price is and how many sales there have been.
Okay.
Most of them it says FMV pending, so fair market value pending.
Right.
But it'll also have underneath some of them, it'll also have like if there's a key variant, if there's a key appearance or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as good for the keys, for identifying keys, as the that key collector app. That one's a better one for the key, for the comic keys.
The only like app I use, and it's basically like an inventory keeping app kind of, and it also gives other things. It's called CLZ Comics.
Yeah, I downloaded that and I started putting stuff in, but then they only allow you to put like 30 comics in there
Oh,
before you have.
I'd pay for the service. It's like $1.50 a month, but it's definitely worth it. If you watch like my recent comic video, you'll notice that like I bought 2 of the same like Star Wars books 1 week apart, and it's because I didn't put them in my app to keep track of what I got. So I got 2
Yeah.
copies of like Star Wars. What is it? Star Wars 1, 2, and 4, I think. Yeah, like Star Wars 1, 2, and 4.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's good to have multiple
And I bought
copies.
multiple copies. So
Well, it's good to have multiple copies if you want to turn around and sell them at a later point. You'll still have one copy for yourself.
I plan on just like keeping the nicer copy, bagged and boarded, and reading the not so nice copy. Maybe giving it away at a later date once I am done with them.
Right. Well, like with the Batman 92 with Punchline on the cover. Like they had a couple of copies there. I don't know why I didn't pick up more than one.
Right.
But that's one that I should have picked up. Like
It's
every
one
copy.
it's one that's like, hey, that's cool, but I'm not knowledgeable, so I don't know to pick up all of them and resell them.
Well, I knew that was good because I saw a bunch of other people on streams talking about it. So I knew that was a really good one. I just don't know why. I'm not sure. And then I figured that where I went yesterday would have them, but they didn't have any new comics at all. Because they said like they just didn't get a shipment in because they just reopened. But so I don't know when they're going to get a new shipment in. But actually, okay, so did you see my Instagram post yesterday?
I might have. I'm not sure.
So in the comic book store where I found where they didn't have the new comics, I found this for $10.
Hell yeah, you did. That's a great come up.
Ahsoka.
I pre-ordered that one. I think
You're on mute.
Am I muted?
Oh wait. Never mind. My headphone fell out.
Aha.
What'd you say?
No, that's a really good come up. I think it was on May the 4th. Entertainment Earth was actually like pre-ordering some of the old Rebels and Clone Wars pop. I pre-ordered that one from Entertainment Earth for a retail price.
Wow.
And
yeah,
then
I mean,
my other Ahsoka, the Hot Topic one, not the one with the white lightsabers, but the other one, I ended up getting that one for $5 at a flea market last year, and now it's like 50 something. I'm like, hell yeah, come up.
well, yeah, last year no one knew what Ahsoka was.
I did.
I mean, well, yeah, if you watch Clone Wars and Rebels, you knew who she was. But now that she's going to be in Mando 2, everyone wants her. So I think the value is just going to keep going up.
Read the book. The book is good.
Okay.
The Ahsoka book, it is such a good read, and it fills the gaps between, like, if you watch Clone Wars and Rebels, it fills the gaps between her like where she gets the white lightsabers and all that stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think so. when I picked this up, I picked it up just because it was her, and I knew that she was, I just knew that it would be value, like a spec buy.
Oh yeah.
I thought that the common wasn't going to be worth anything because they were only asking $10 for it. I thought that it was just the exclusives that were high priced.
Nope.
And then when
They're
I got it, right,
exclusive.
when I got to my car, I checked Pop Price Guide, and it was like $49. Wow. So I think what happened is that they haven't updated their prices
In the
since
store.
reopening.
Oh, yeah.
So their prices are still from like 3 or 4 months ago.
That's just
So-
like one of the comic books. So there's two in my area. There's one called Flying Colors. The really cool thing about Flying Colors, and which I recently learned, so everybody's heard of Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah.
Even if you're not really a big comic collector, you've probably heard of Free Comic Book Day. So the owner of Flying Colors is actually the founder of Free Comic Book Day.
Uh-huh.
And his name is Joe Fields. And he's the founder of Free Comic Book Day. He's partnered up with DC or whoever, and you can look it all up. I looked it up because it was one of the people that was working there, and he was like, "Oh yeah, the owner back there, he's the founder of it." I was like, "Oh, okay," because sometimes people bullshit and whatnot. But I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh shit, he's the real deal."
Yeah, so there were
celebrated in like 60 countries around the world. Free Comic Book Day. Everybody participates. Everybody loves it. And it was inspired by that guy.
Yeah, there was a post on Instagram the other day about announcing the change in dates of Free Comic Book Day.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked on the site to see a little more about it, and I didn't really know anything about it. Is it just, who does every store have it? What? So
not always.
One of the stores has it, Free Comic Book Day, and the other one doesn't. So, and the store that does is the one that I have a pull list with. So, that's the one I'll be making sure I go to every week.
Exactly.
The other one I don't know about right now. I mean, except, I'll be going back to check if they have any more underpriced pops.
Mm-hmm.
But
so I have Flying Colors, which is the bigger shop in the area. They get all the new stuff, and they have pops and a couple other things. And then there's this another comic shop that's called like Cosmic Slop or something like that, and they're literally like a hole in the wall. Like you have to go up a flight of stairs to get to the actual store.
Yeah.
Little not well known shop. And I went there, I met the owner, he's a really cool dude, and he had a ton of the older books, not priced up to modern prices, whatever. And he knew that. And he was still really cool. He's like, you can have all these books cover price, just find what you're looking for, dude. And I bought at least like 30, I think it was 28 or 30 Dark Horse Star Wars books. And he had a ton more. And I'm like, man, I could go through these all day and just, grab hella books. But
yeah, well, that's the way I kind of felt.
$3 a book kind of adds up after a while. So I ended up spending like $100 there.
Well, that's the way I felt with the 50-cent and dollar bins, because they had It was, I guess, it was short stacks
Mm,
or short boxes
right.
of books, and the 50-cent one, they had like 8 of them. And in the store with the dollar bin, they had like another 6.
But it's like
So,
every week that I go to the store, though, I find myself having more knowledge and knowing a little bit better of what to look for, too. So I'll go through the same bins each time and be like, oh, I didn't notice this book last time. This is a cool one. So the more you mess around in the store and just like enjoy the hobby, the more you're going to learn. Definitely.
yeah, but like I was saying before, like being that you have to wear a mask in the store right now makes it so much harder
Mm-hmm.
because you're breathing hot air onto yourself and it just gets really hot in there.
Dude, I have to wear one of those masks for 8 to 10 hours a day working, and it is just utterly horrible. It's like my
Yeah.
face. I'm 32 years old. I'm not supposed to have pimples. I got breaking out all over my cheeks and my mouth because of these stupid masks.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, I get it, but
Exactly. I understand, but I don't want to do it anymore. I'm over it so much.
and I mean, not to. I don't really want to discuss, everything, uh, but I've read articles that say if you're not contagious, it doesn't spread.
Mhm.
So
And with things like this, nobody knows the real answer.
yeah, no one knows, and as it's like anything that you get sick, more any time through sickness, people are going to be sick at first and
And then they're going to get
possibly die at first. And then they'll know how to treat it. They'll learn how to treat it, how to, so they don't even need, obviously a vaccine or some kind of pill or something. An antibiotic will help, but people just are going to, doctors are going to become better and better at treating things. So,
adapt and react like humanity has always done.
yeah, I mean, I really just feel like if you're someone who's at risk, take extra precautions.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel. So,
I mean, at the beginning of it, they were saying like, oh, if you're a smoker or this or that, you're super at risk. And then they're like, if you smoke cigarettes, it's actually good against the coronavirus. And I'm like, oh my God, make up your damn minds, people.
well, yeah, I mean, I think it's,
I agree. We do
from
need
what I understand, it attacks the lungs. That's the difference. That's the main difference between COVID and the flu is that COVID attacks the lungs.
and
So you would think
follow
that,
all the outbreaks in the past. COVID is the exact same thing as MERS and SARS. They're all respiratory symptom things that target your respiratory.
right. So you would think that, yeah, smoking's probably not going to be the best thing. You're probably going to be at risk if you're a smoker, but how at risk?
Exactly.
If you're in perfectly good health otherwise, how at risk is smoking? That kind of thing. So I don't
I
know.
wouldn't say I'm perfectly healthy, but I'm a pretty healthy human being for the most part. I'm a little overweight, but other than that, I'm not too bad off.
All right, so we're almost at 3 hours now.
And we were trying to slow it down 20 minutes ago.
So
Great
I think,
Have fun.
yeah, let's wrap up now before we get on another tangent. Yeah, we do need a vaccine, but that's going to take time no matter what. It takes 9 months for them to make a flu vaccine, and they don't even know how to make one for COVID yet. So I think you have to start thinking about how to prepare yourselves without a vaccine. So
Until the vaccine
until the vaccine
is available.
comes. Yeah, you can't be sitting at home waiting for a vaccine, because that's going to be at least a year. So, yeah, so we're going to wrap up, guys. I mean, I don't know how many we had in here at our peak, but thanks everyone for coming, and I hope that, it'll just keep growing, based on, like like Game of Thrones. No one watched the first season. And then watched the second season, and then no one watched the last season because it sucked.
I haven't watched any of the seasons, so it doesn't bother me one bit.
I definitely watch it. I think I still think the show is good overall. And I think a lot of people, I think it's a lot of just complaining on top of complaining. So the last season, I don't think it was bad. I think it was just rushed.
That makes sense.
So I think they could have made 3 seasons out of 2 seasons, and then it would have been a lot better. So I'd still recommend watching the show.
All right.
If you have time. And it's not, because it's an HBO show, it's only 10 episodes a season. And the last 2 seasons were 13 episodes total. So it's not the biggest time commitment. I mean, it is a true hour, though, because you don't have commercials.
Right.
And then there are some episodes that are an hour 5, an hour 10. But you could watch it in a month or 2.
All right. So we're over Game of Thrones. What's up, Andrew? How you doing, man?
And
Wrapping it up right now.
yeah, but watch it on the replay, and we will be back. And I still have mystery boxes available. I think I have 10 left now.
Well, they're hot, guys.
And also tomorrow at 1 Eastern, I am going to be on Two Boys in Their Pops channel. We're doing the second episode of
Which one, right?
the sports show. So, we're hoping that becomes something. And then I'm trying to figure out something where I have content every day.
I'm not going for content every day. That's really rough.
Well, so right now I have videos coming out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But I have so many videos that are recorded and backloaded. So I have videos from 3 months ago.
I'm not that backed up. I am a bit backed up on videos too, but I mean, some weeks it's going to be content where you don't have time to make it, and that's where you want to drop those vaulted videos or whatever. But my main videos, I drop throughout on Monday through Friday. I don't really have a set video other than my Wednesday Lego builds. That's like my one video that I'm trying to keep, you know.
Right. Well, I think what I'm gonna try and do now is the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Just dedicate that to mystery boxes.
Okay.
Because I'm buying a bunch of mystery boxes because, well, one, I have a ton of bands for ARMS coming, and they're all coming at random times. I don't know when they're coming. So, plus you know, I like trying out the new mystery boxes that are available.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think those are the more interesting content. Those are the more interesting videos. So I think what I'm going to do is put like all the backloaded videos on Thursday, like a throwback
Thursday, yeah.
And then, you know, I have all these baseball and basketball cards. So I thought like I'd do a trading card Tuesday.
I have a bunch of cards and stuff too. I've done a couple like episodes where I've opened packs of cards.
Yeah, I have too. But
I don't have a set like schedule for that. I usually do that when I feel like it.
well, that's how I was doing it. I was just, you know, having whenever I'd have content, I'd put it out. But then you know, I'm trying to turn this channel into something that could make me money one day. So,
Right.
you know, I kind of feel like it's better for people to know what to expect. I don't know.
Oh, and I've seen the guidelines where they like make a set schedule, this and that. It's like there's all the common practices of a successful channel or whatever. I made my channel just to have fun with it. If I end up getting monetized in the future or whatever, so be it. But I'm not going for the goal of making.
Well, I don't even care about monetization because what is that, $3 a year? I'm gonna be getting.
It all depends, honestly.
Yeah. I think the reason it's like people are making so little, from what I understand, is you only get monetized when people watch the ads for a certain amount of time, and most people skip the ad right away.
I don't even get ads. I have the YouTube Premium going on right now, so I don't even see ads.
Yeah,
So how are you
that's
monetized off of that? You know?
yeah, that's the other thing. And well, I think like YouTube distributes some of that to the creators. So I mean, the monetization thing isn't really, but like
the true money's brought from the sponsorships and
sponsorships and Patreon and the new join membership thing they have.
Yeah.
And the super chats that you could get.
And you don't unlock any of that until 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, 1,000.
And 4,000 hours. And I'm like, I only have a couple hundred hours, I think. I don't have nearly 4,000, but I don't do any live streams. And
well,
that's the biggest way to get those.
No, it's 4,000. It's 4,000 watch hours. So
exactly.
So, but if you have 1,000 subscribers,
oh yeah, I know.
You know, that's not
all 1,000 people watch 10-minute video. That's your 4,000 hours right there, or something like that.
Yeah, you know, it's pretty easy to get 12,000. I mean, 4,000 watch hours with with 1,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah,
'Cause I think it's per year too. It's
yeah,
not even
4,000 in a 1 year span.
yeah. So that's nothing when you have
I
that
looked
many.
into it.
Yeah, when you have 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours per year is nothing. So, especially if you're coming out with content multiple times a week,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
It's like
So,
I have one video that went semi-viral, and it was the very first video I ever uploaded on YouTube. It's literally a 20-second clip of me messing around with my lights and sounds Darth Vader, and it has 17,000 views.
yeah, my biggest video right now
And that's my
is
video.
what?
And that's my biggest video.
Yeah. My biggest video right now is the chase roulette I did with the sodas.
Yeah, the soda videos I've done are really popular. A lot of the GameStop ones get more views. I'm looking through my list right here now, and it's like most of my videos get up to like the 30s, mid-teens.
Yeah, me too. That's where I am. It's like, you know,
And then I have a couple videos that have like multiple hundreds here and there. This one's 492 there. Let's see.
oh yeah, mine's the soda video is at like 116. So, and I think
My
that's the
first
only
soda video
triple
has 567,
yeah. So I mean, I'm just,
and
I mean,
I think that's my highest view count. Oh no, actually, I have a Madden video because, like I said, I post everything that I enjoy doing. So I opened like 100 packs of cards on Madden Mobile, and that video almost has 600 views.
yeah, I have to figure out how to like, do that stuff because
I have a screen recorder on my phone, so if I play a lot of mobile games these days because I don't have time for consoles and I'm always out and about. So I don't really put too much money into them, maybe 10, 20 bucks here and there. But I'll record opening packs or opening this on the games and post that as a video. And those videos usually do very well, especially if it's a popular mobile game.
yeah, I have to figure out because the other thing I like is like when people have videos where they show that them like in the stores and stuff.
See, that
on
one's
the
a
hunt.
little bit harder for me because I have like anxiety a little bit, especially like in public. It's like how are they going to feel with me recording this, or how are they going to feel? I'm always thinking how
Yeah,
people
well,
are going to feel.
I kind of feel that way also, but I don't know. Like
But
at some point, you have to just say fuck it and.
yes, I've only done 2 hunt videos, but they were fun recording. You basically cut out a bunch of the sounds and put your own stuff in, and that's a little bit more editing, in my opinion, for a good like hunt video, because I don't walk through the aisles and be like, oh, this is a cool one, or this is a cool one on camera. I'll take like a full view of the whole wall and kind of like go across the wall a little bit,
Yeah.
so you can see, and you don't have to hear me talking, because my videos aren't really about me. It's about the stuff I'm showing.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to maybe even do like where I would show like on this stream I could insert videos of like what I saw at the comic book shop.
Mm-hmm.
Where that would be cool, where you could show like going through the dollar bin and seeing someone going, "Oh shit, you should have picked that up."
Yeah. Like I think it was Tot Pops. He was going through a bunch of his old hunt videos and be like, "Oh, see
Yeah,
right there, I should have got this one." And then
yeah,
the really expensive one now. Why'd I pass that up?
yeah. I mean, that's that's stuff from like 4 years ago. So of course, there's going to be a ton of stuff that he passed on that is worth money. But I'm talking about like stuff from 3 days ago.
That people can be like, "Hey, you need to go back and find that book right now."
Yeah,
Yeah, I know that would be cool.
yeah, or be able to do like an Instagram live in the store.
And be like, "Hey, so I'm at this comic shop. I got this whole bin of books. What's going on?
Yeah,
What should I grab? You guys be the deciders," type thing. Yeah, those are cool ones too.
yeah, because like I said, I'm just really going through those blind.
But
And
heck, hell, even going through blind, I mean, you have a bit of knowledge on the context to grab some cool shit.
yeah, well, I'm just basing it on like stuff I hear about the movies or TV shows,
Mhm.
and
All the
like that's
stuff
why
comics.
that's why I like picked up pretty much anything I could find on Doom Patrol and Alpha Flight,
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, well, for 50 cents a book, I might as well pick up everything.
You're worth $50 tomorrow.
Yeah. And even if it's only worth $1, so what?
Right.
And so I have to. I saw they also had another at the store. They also had another section with Doom Patrol, but it was like in a closed drawer. Like underneath, they had like a bunch of stacks of like those library,
The library drawer styles, like the
yeah,
catalogs.
but with comic books. Yeah, but with comic books. And like all of them were closed except one, and a Doom Patrol was sticking out of it, and I saw that. So I have to probably go through there and see if there's anything else. The thing is with those, like if you're paying a couple of dollars a book, like it has to be like something good,
Right. And honestly, no, it doesn't have to be something good to everybody. It has to be something good to you. It has to be what you enjoy if you're going to pay for that premium price on something.
Well, I'm not. Well, the thing is, I'm not going to read those books because I'm not going to get one through. I'm not going to get the whole run. I mean, maybe with Doom Patrol, I'd be able to because they're not that expensive. But like, if I wanted to pick up Amazing Spider-Man, like, there's no way I'm picking up the entire run of Amazing Spider-Man.
Okay, so I'm gonna send you something on Instagram in a second so you can actually read comics. And I just found this website yesterday. But we said we were gonna end this about 5 minutes ago, and
Well, and 30 minutes before that.
exactly we keep on getting caught up. So thank you.
Yeah, so let's really end it this time.
That's why I'm gonna hop out. Thank you guys for checking out the video.
So,
and
do you have anything coming up?
I'm probably gonna be dropping 2 or 3 videos this week, but for sure my Wednesday Lego video. But yeah, my wife's calling, so thank you guys again for watching, and thank you for having me, Tori. I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks for coming.
Always a pleasure.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up, head out too, and I think everything tonight starts like at 8:30. So, I'll see you guys then. All right, bye.